Okay, welcome everyone to 7-star race between Drunken Dwarf and Schnoz. Should be a good race. Race is just readying up here.
It's me,
Hey,
Mario.
so
Hello. Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool.
for those that don't know me, I'm Wilto. I used to run this game quite a long time ago, actually. So my knowledge might be a little bit rusty, but I've known Dwarf for quite a long time, and he asked me to step in for commentary, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. Schnoz I'm less familiar with, but looking at his splits, he is pretty good at this category, so it should definitely be a good race between the two here. Dwarf representing Team SeriousSloth, Schnoz representing Unclog, the mental block, so may the best team win. First trick coming up, as usual, is the Gelato Skip. Dwarf pulls it off with a plum there. Perfect. As does Schnoz. Very nice. I think the times might be slightly unsynced here, but I think in real time they are pretty much neck and neck.
Go.
Just getting word that the team labels are incorrect, so not what I said about which team's representing which. Might actually be the other way around. Both players going for bomb clip first. Doesn't seem like either of them are island hopping. Island hop is a pretty ridiculous trick, and I'd be pretty amazed if anyone was pulling it off in a race. So that is completely fair. Okay, both players opting to go to the slide first. I believe it does save a second to do that. A lot of people will just go straight to once, but slide first to save time, so it's a wise thing to do in a no reset run. Get your predictions in chat as well for the slides, of course. Schnoz with the dominant slide time here, 12.6. That is full 0.2 seconds ahead of Dwarf there.
Go.
I always find it interesting to see what stars people go for first in Womps. It's usually Owlless or Cannonless, but looks like they're both doing Owlless. That's actually my favorite as well. Always get the Owlless out of the way.
Here we go.
Another interesting thing to see is what Cannonless setups will be doing. This is something that I'm probably a bit less in tune with, being a bit of an old boy. I know there's a texture setup now. Are they both going to be doing it? Or okay, looks like Dwarf's doing the classic. Ooh, Schnoz going for the ginger, salt and ginger setup, I believe that is. That is pretty new tech. very quick, but unfortunately he missed that, so he's gone for Wild Blue as a backup star. So we'll probably see him attempt that second time around, or he might go for a safer strat. We'll see. Meanwhile, Dwarf starting on the 100 coins. This is probably one of my favorite styles of the game, generally. Just like the movement is, it's just beautiful. So Dwarf is tactically changing the camera there after jumping off the switch, which actually aligns it really nicely for the side flip. If you changed it on the switch, it'd be slightly misaligned and it wouldn't quite work as well. Still possible, but a bit more finicky. Unfortunately, he's falling down straight after that though. Although he does still grab the blue coin. If he missed that, that would have been a bit more of a kick in the teeth. It's not too bad. I forgot how much time that wastes if you miss a cycle here. I want to say like 12 seconds, but it's not too bad for an hour-long run. Schnoz's Hundo looks a bit cleaner. Oh, I was just completely jigged that. He's fallen down as well. Although, I believe he got all the coins on the little carousel, or most of them. So, he shouldn't need to wait around as much as Dwarf did. Yeah, all in all, not too bad. I've definitely seen much worse hundreds, definitely at my own behest, but also, they did do slightly different routes in terms of the row of 5 coins. Schnoz opted to get it at the end. Dwarf went for it at the beginning, which is technically the faster route. Does look like in real time, Schnoz is maybe a couple of seconds ahead. Though he failed countless, he did have slightly faster 100, so I think that's where he's made up the time. So not too much to say here, fighting the Womp King. Okay, looks like we've got the labels fixed now, so Dwarf representing Mental Block, Schnoz representing Team Sloth. There we go. SeriousSloth, I should specify, given that is an emote. It's like the fans of Team SeriousSloth pretty happy about that change in the chat. I might pop in a sloth myself, just to show some solidarity. So it looks like Schnoz is extended to maybe about a 7 or 8 second lead. Now both players will be heading to the slide again, so get your predictions in. I'm hoping to see a 12-5, but we'll see. .12.6 from Schnoz. I believe he got a 12.6 before, so double 12.6. Can't really ask for much more than that, other than aforementioned 12.5, but that is often beyond the realms of human comprehension, so definitely tell these 12.6s. Should be noted, both players playing on the English version of the game, which is, contrary to popular belief, actually faster than Japanese for 70 star. Which is actually because the text is faster, which is also pretty odd. Usually Japanese crams the characters in and ends up having faster text in most games, but not true for Super Mario 64. Ah yes, chat's rightly correcting me that 12.4 is also humanly possible without the setup, so yeah, that's just like ridiculous if you can pull off a 12.4. I think I once got a 12.5, like like once. And it probably wasn't in a run, so. Ooh, Dwarf fire there, but he backs it up pretty well. Should still be able to get that Shigeru cycle. Ooh, Schnoz having a bit of trouble there with the slope. Interesting to see if he can get a Shigeru still. I'd be impressed. It's looking possibly like 2 normal cycles there. Dwarf with some pretty old school movement there, but I like it. He knew he was going to get the normal cycle, so he played it safe, did the intermediate level movement. I do like to see some caution being exercised, really gets me going. So, Schnoz lands his throw. See if Dwarf does as well. Slightly larger throw, which I think might technically waste a bit of time, but nothing too major. Yeah, certainly no Dark World meltdowns. Those were both pretty solid, so nothing to complain about there. Dwarf saving a lot of time in his splits. I wonder what happened in his PB. If this is his PB, that's massively improvable. Ooh, cheeky ground pound there from Dwarf, which some say is a good luck charm, so we'll see how that pans out. Okay, relatively clean sky jumps from both players. That's what we like to see.
Here we go! Go.
So Schnoz is going for the backflip here. That strat is actually a lot harder than it looks. I've tried to learn it myself. And... oh yeah, as if by magic, as soon as I say it's harder than it looks. Yeah, particularly just the timing of the movement is what kind of makes it difficult. Like if you're too low, you're going to bonk, or probably it's too high if you bonk. I can't remember. One of the two. So Dwarf is opting to do the slightly safer movement now on his second attempt.
Here we go!
So yeah, I think from the looks of it, Schnoz is building up a bit more of a lead here.
Go.
Can't quite read his splits to see what his Dark World time was, but I'm good at jinxing. This is probably why I've never commentated one of these before, because I'm just a bad luck charm. Pretty nice ending there on the slide from Dwarf. Click the edge, which allows Mario to enter that sliding animation instead of having to roll out.
Here we go!
Meanwhile, Schnoz taking on the 100 coin with the penguin race. This is one of those styles which is like, it's very easy to kind of, I don't know, take it recklessly and then end up missing a coin and just be completely screwed. Has he got enough coins there? Oh wait, oh so I'm wrong, he's not doing it with the penguin race, he's doing it with slip sliding away. So it looks like they're doing two slightly different routes then in that case. So it is technically quicker in 70 to do it like Schnoz is doing. So without the penguin race. But that will mean he'll have to pick up an extra star later. Which could be the second plus. It'll be interesting to see. So Dwarf, on the other hand, going for 100 with the Penguin Race. So it's going to be quite hard to compare them now because Dwarf's getting an extra star versus Schnoz. And he's also taking a little dip into the snow. Picking up an extra red as a backup. I like the safe strat. But yeah, it's a good thing he did pick it up because he missed one of the coins on the chimney entrance. Some lovely movement there from Schnozeroni in the haunt. Very clean on both sides of the screen here. Okay, so both players are 18 stars, but as mentioned before, slightly different routes. Schnoz is going to be exiting BBH. Looks like that was a pretty clean BBH. In fact, gold split for him, so congratulations. Dwarf, on the other hand, had a slightly rough CCM with that death on Walk It Will Work, and some issues on the 100 in terms of landing in the snow and all that, but that wasn't too bad. I think he could still pull this back. Probably about a star behind in total. Clean Mips grab there from Schnoz. Mips can be a bit of a bugbear for some runners. I don't know if anyone's seen the somewhat famous clip from Simply, where he has major issues catching Mips too. So yeah, happens to even the literal best runners. So Audio has switched to Schnoz here. So unfortunately just failed that first pillarless, so he's going for the Talon Star as a backup, which is a quicker backup than going to the top of the pyramid. I think all in all it only loses maybe a couple of seconds to get that backup. Though if he is doing 2 pluses, this puts quite a lot of pressure on him because he'll have to get both of them in the year and fail one more time without having to some big time loss backups. Okay, so he's got the first one. Very nice. I'm also just assuming he's going for second place here. He might be doing another star that I'm not sure about. THI Res maybe? Is that possible? Oh no, he is doing double plus. Yeah, that is extremely clean from Schnoz there. So he's doing the secret star. This never used to be done in 70. It was kind of a couple of years ago people started doing it in lieu of the Penguin Race. Meanwhile, Dwarf is going for his one and only pillarless. Looks like he's in, which is nice to see. Exactly, the double Tama plus as well. Not just the 1 plus. Or the 1 Tama plus even. This man goes all the way, no half measures. Okay, so I believe coming out of SSL, the runners will be effectively synced up, as they'll both have 24 stars. So it looks like Schnoz is about 2 stars ahead. nice red coins from Schnoz with the lag reduction at the end, which is always what we like to see.
Hegel.
Good stuff. Right, Dwarf catched up now. He's in caught up now. I mean, he's in LLL. Looks like he's following a similar star order. Red's first.
Hegel.
Meanwhile, Schnoz is taking on the bullies. Could be the bully or the bullies. Not sure which one. The single bully. Just an appetizer for the main event coming up, being the 3 mini bullies followed by big bully. Going for a record on how many times I can say bully in one commentary. Unfortunately, Dwarf has failed triple jump. He had to do a cheeky little back there. It didn't seem to cost him too much time. Schnoz not quite getting the triple kill there, but still quite quickly dispatching the last mini bully there. Looks like Dwarf's instead opting to take the volcano stars before the bullies, so he's doing his lava boost. Oh, a little bit of hesitation there. I think it looked like he was going to go for some pretty speedy strats there, but decided to play it safer. Let's have a look at what Schnoz's lava boost looks like. Okay, he's doing the long jumps. That's pretty good. Very clean from Schnoz there. Oh, slightly little pull grab there. Almost got hit by the fire, but managed to avoid it by the skin of his dungarees. I think Schnoz just didn't quite have enough of fighting bullies before. He wanted to take that one on as well. Okay, and with that, Schnoz is going to be leaving LLL at, what was that, about 21:38. Ooh, Dwarf with the unfortunate backflip. Having a few issues with these bullies. Yeah, I'm agreeing with the chat right now. Do not sleep on Schnoz. Don't doze on the schnoz. Okay. Dwarfs just finished LLL at, what was that, 22:47, so it's about a minute and 10 seconds behind Schnoz, a minute. Meanwhile, Schnoz has done the chest star, chest in the current. So a minor route change from what I'm used to seeing from a couple years ago. The runners are going to be going upstairs earlier and leaving HMC till later, which allows them to catch Mips a second time, because Mips appears again at 50 stars. Yeah, that was just a route change, which ends up being slightly quicker. I can't actually remember off the top of my head how much time it saves, but it saves time. It's not too difficult. You just have to exit the stage after Snowman's Land, which we'll see later. About a second. Says Dode. That sounds about right. Another ground pound there. Hopefully this one is for good luck. I think the one I said was good luck before for dwarf ended up not really being so. For the infamous manta ray. Very clean manta ray from Schnoz. That's what I like to see. I know myself, I've had many runs, just maybe not quite die to the manta ray, but suffer a pretty big time loss when the manta ray just decides to screw you over. Now Schnoz is entering the fight scene. Fan favourite star in the game. Interesting to see what route he takes. Yeah, he's doing the new movement. It's looking pretty clean. Oh, was that? I'm not even sure if that triple jump was intentional. I've not seen that before. But it did look pretty legit, so given the benefit of the doubt that that was intentional. Looks like he's going for a standard early Ellie's here. Wasn't quite quick enough to go for the lava boost. And yeah, he does manage to get that early Ellie's. So relatively good fire C so far. Getting enough speed to land on that platform. Oh, just lands it. Meister strikes again. Right, let's see what Dwarf's got in the bag for this 5C. Looks like he's got a few more lag reduction strats up his sleeve. Ooh, that is quite a low pull grab though. That might make Lava Boost a bit of a struggle. Dwarf opting for the double jump. That was what I was expecting to see. Ledge grab there. I think he has to go for the regular. It does look like he's going to get, so no qualms there. Ooh, with the final wall kick ledge grab there, just for added tension. Meanwhile, Schnoz is having a bit of trouble throwing Bowser with his bomb. Giving a bit of space there for Dwarf to catch up. Outdated, mental block overrated, long have we waited. Schnoz activated. Just a beautiful poem in chat from Doug Cyanide. Thank you for posting, sharing your thoughts. Okay, with that, Schnoz is hitting upstairs at pretty comfortable 26.53. As Dwarf faced his King Koopa second. Ooh, Dwarf having a few issues here as well. It looked like he was going for the cheeky and Viz tail catch, which I do like to see. But it's a little bit risky for a race. IMO. IMHO. And yeah, I think that chance for Dwarf to save some time here might have unfortunately disappeared. Meanwhile, Schnoz's Wet Dry 100 is looking pretty clean thus far. It really is the hardest throw in the game. I actually agree with that. Logan runs in the chat giving a tiered good luck there. I'd like to see it. It is very clean. Looks like both runners are doing this setup at the beginning for the double box break, which is very swag-tastic. Also, I didn't see what Dwarf's upstairs time was, but I think he's pretty similar to before, about 1 minute and 10 behind.
Go.
Schnoz's doing the quick box break here as well. And he's doing a triple jump. This man's wet drywall tech is actually pretty top tier. So I'm impressed. Ooh, Dwarf having a couple issues here. He's missed a few coins. He's tried to grab it. And he's unfortunately taken fall down. Back to the bottom. Ooh, he's having a bit of trouble thinking about how to get back up. Looks like he's got his momentum back. Yeah, he was down one, but one fell down and he picked it up. So he's probably... Is he going to grab the box on the side? I don't know what else he could do. There's a box right below him which he could grab. I'm not sure he's going to do it though. Maybe there's another backup I'm not aware of. Oh, this box, yeah, of course. Forgot about that box. Meanwhile, Schnoz has unfortunately just missed his second triple jump, but luckily he didn't fall down. If you don't fall in the water, that's not too bad. Yeah, top of the town star, done and dusted. Again, can't really read Schnoz's splits, but it did look like he saved some time there in his drywall. Did look pretty clean overall. And now he's going into Tiny Huge. So he's starting off with the 5 secrets. Pretty interesting camera setup there. Most people do the American, but he... Ooh, unfortunate bonk, but shouldn't cost him too much really. And a slightly whiffed angle at the end, which didn't allow him to get a clip. Meanwhile, Dwarf is... Oh wait, he's got 2 more stars. I thought this was his last one. Most people do this one last. I think he must have just entered at the wrong water level, so he has to do that one. That would make sense. Wait, what on earth is this strat? I've never seen... On the Schnoz's screen, I've never seen this. I mean, I've seen the mountain clip, obviously, but not from that, like, kind of angle. That's interesting. Well, we'll play Schnoz. Showing me something new. It's newish, apparently. That is. Yeah, as I think I mentioned before, I'm a bit of an old boy runner. I don't really know of the new stuff. I know HMC late. That's about what I know. Looks like Dwarf is also having a bit of trouble with his secret star here. Does get the final clip though, which is nice. Cordon Bleu, this is a live stream indeed. This is not a rerun. Everything's live, got a nice relay here. S64 followed by Sunshine and Odyssey. Seeing more of after this, of course. Alright, I'm interested to see if Dwarf does that mother clip as well. Oh, Wilco in the chat. Hi. Wilco and I have extremely similar names. Yeah. Almost every SM64 chat I go in, people are like, is that Wilco? And I'm like, no, it's not. It's Wilson. Different guy. So I got distracted by Twitch chat there. But it looks like Schnoz had a pretty clean TTM res. Scary streams, red coins. It's always nice playing on the English version, so you can actually like See what the star names are, because I forget them half the time. And a pretty clean Mountain Club as well there.
Here we go!
Okay, so Dwarf is heading on over to TTM as well. Hoping to scrape some time off Schnoz. But Schnoz is looking like he has a fairly insurmountable lead at the minute, unless he does make a big mistake, but we'll see. As I'm sure everyone knows, anything can happen in an SM64 race. We've still got Tippy to go, which could tip the scales either way. Dwarf going for the backup side flip there. On the breathtaking view star. This is an interesting camera from Schnoz. What is this? I'm not sure that was intentional even. Yeah, exactly. A big fall at the end of TTC 100 could bring Dwarf back into the race. Schnoz going for Breezeless here. And he's got it. That was beautiful. And he's hitting the dab. Very much well-deserved dabbing here on screen. I think I counted 4. That is, yeah, that's pretty great. Meanwhile, Dwarf's got some really clean movement on these reds, actually. Oh, I thought he was going to speed kick there. That would have been so lit. That's like the Zyra single strap from like 2012 or something. I keep forgetting to check the split times, but I assume Schnoz was about a low 36 maybe. Oh, does he have like a dab point redemption? That would make sense. Very nicely landed there onto the box by Schnoz. This guy's unstoppable. Yeah, I agreed, Ruby. That was almost a very nice threads from Dwarf. Unfortunately, slightly missed a side flip at the end. Else it would have been basically pitch perfect. See if Dwarf gets his breezeless. And he does, wow. 2 breezesses. This really just shows you the caliber of players that we've got here. This is creme de la creme. 2 breezesses. Like, if you thought you were going to come to the stream and see a breeze, like, I'm sorry, but you were mistaken. It wasn't going to happen. We'll find a couple of issues there with the triple jump up to the snowman's head. But he backs it up pretty quickly, so that's not too bad. Meanwhile, Schnoz is about to go back to the basement to do HMC late and catch Mips 2 on the way. Mips 2 is slightly quicker than his counterpart, Mips 1. I'm sure that really matters in a speedrun. I think that would only affect this casual player. But yeah, as you can see, Schnoz grabs him pretty quickly. Mips 2 electric boogaloo. Love it. Mips 2, no wait. was going to do a 2 Fast, 2 Furious. But that'd be 2 Mips, 2 Furious. That's what I meant. Ooh, Schnoz failing the triple jump on the box there, fortunately. And looks like he's going to take this star as a backup instead. Bit of lost time, which shouldn't be too bad. He is currently about 1.5 minutes ahead of Dwarf. So yeah, unfortunately for Dwarf, going to need to see some bigger mistakes from Schnoz in order for Dwarf to catch up. Let's see how he tackles the triple jump this time. Looks like he's nailed it. That was, yeah, perfect lag reduction. Grab the star low. Can't say anything else about that. It's beautiful. Meanwhile, Dwarf's on his way to the basement. Or on his way to HMC, he's already in the basement. I would have liked to see the slide kick movement to Mips, not to Mips, to Toad even. Because that is actually pretty poggers. Oh, he does, he gives me a slide kick into the level there. I'll take that. I'm a bit of a sucker for a slide kick. It's just so underutilized in the run. Dwarf also doing a bit of a backup there. I think that was mainly because he got the ledge grab, which might have screwed up his camera. Schnoz have some pretty clean boulders here. No trolls. Yeah, totally agree. The slide kick is really cool. And yeah, hard to save time. It's one of those ones that's it's not really worth doing. It's more for just for the swag points. Is it really only 1 frame? Yeah, I know it's quicker, but not by much. 1 frame is definitely not worth it. Okay, Schnoz back to the top of the castle. Take on the final 2 stages. Gonna get to Rainbow Ride first. Yeah, he's going for Lakitu Skip. Lakitu isn't Lakitu Bounce, I mean. Lakitu Skip, that's right at the beginning. Yeah, it's pretty clean. No wall kicks at the end, but I'll forgive him that. It was otherwise pretty zippy. On the other hand, Dwarf is saving some time here on HMC, on his splits at least. Seems pretty clean. And he's going to head up to the top of the castle as well. Wow, just very clean reds there from Schnoz. Can't get much better than that. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think Dwarf did save some time in HMC. Schnoz had a couple issues with the triple jump and such. Oh, that is really unlucky for Dwarf. That really sucks. Makita just had to chuck the spiny right at the end. Wow, I feel so bad for him. Looks like he's been a bit shaken by that. He's going to go for the intermediate strategy. cruiser. Not something we see too much. Oh, he's not gone on top, so he's got to do some back movement. Okay, he's got the grab, that's the main thing. It's important to get that grab, otherwise your speed is a bit incorrect for the next bit. And quite likely to bonk. Yeah, Dwarf knows his stuff, so he made sure he got the grab. Is that it? He triggered Licky too early. That would make sense, actually. I'd always kind of assumed it was RNG, but either way, it's sort of... It's maybe not RNG, but it's still unlucky, if that makes sense. That's how I would describe it. Okay, clean reds from Dwarf. Quite interesting. It's Schnoz doing time stop stars before he does the rest of the time moving. I don't know about anyone else, but when I used to run this game, I used to just always do the time moving stars first, just get them out of the way. It's like Schnoz is instead opting to the 100 coins first. Well, not first, as his second strategy. So far, so clean. There's a nice lag reduction from Schnoz on the box break. Let's see if he opts to kick the box. He does. And all the coins. Very, very clean. Ooh, slightly less clean on the last one, but still gets all the coins. Meanwhile, Dwarf has taken a bit of a hit on Rainbow Ride there. What was that, 33 seconds? Yeah, definitely a solid hundo from Schnoz. I think that might be kind of limiting the opportunities now for Dwarf to catch up. Maybe if Schnoz kind of falls down at the end of the sky or something like that, could get Goombed. Looks like Dwarf's 100 is also pretty clean. Oh, bit of trouble on the re-entry there for Schnoz. Could have got a hand with that, if you catch my drift. What was he doing here? Did he... He must have accidentally gone into time moving, right? Ooh. Unfortunate fall down. Let's see how this pans out. This could be Dwarf's opportunity. Having a couple of issues with his moving blocks. Ooh. An early side flip there from Dwarf. Gotta time that cycle. Oh, wow, an unfortunate. This wall, Schnoz. He's just deciding to take the hit. He's just gonna seppuku and go again. I mean, I don't blame him on that because, you know, TTC is just tricks him. You just don't want to deal with that sometimes. It's easier to exit stage and go back in at time stops. Tell Schnoz is pretty annoyed about that from his webcam. I mean, I'd be annoyed about that too, to be fair. Meanwhile, ooh, Dwarf having a bit of trouble with the pit and the pendulums here. Specifically the pendulum. The pits were fine. Schnoz having some trouble with... I'm not sure what start he's going for now. I'm kind of losing track. Yeah, Dwarf is definitely going to be gaining some time here. So Schnoz is going to have another attempt at contending with the time moving. See if he has any better luck this time. Oh, that's interesting.
Here we go!
Doing what Mario Camp set up for that, I've not seen that. But it does make sense. I think you could just do up left notch and it'll still work, but Mario Camp's probably a smart idea. Yeah, Dwarf only actually one star behind now, so really is anyone's game. Like a Whiffed Sky from Schnoz. Definitely bring Dwarf back into this.
Here we go!
Dwarf had a couple issues there with that star, whose name I forget. Time jumps and moving balls, that's the one. But he got there in the end. Meanwhile, Schnoz getting star number 17. That leaves only Bowser in the Sky and a couple of throws away from taking this race. Or at least, you know, it's a relay race, so putting his team in the lead, at least. Ooh, is Dwarf going to be a bit low there for like star grab? Oh, he gets it. Beautifully timed ground pound for Dwarf. Oh wow, that's an interesting angle for Schnoz. Not seen that. I think Dwarf's maybe 40 to 45 seconds behind, I would guess. Maybe a bit more. Moving left side for Schnoz, that is very clean. This guy doesn't need to ledge grab and punch, or the slow surf is. Yeah, that was a pretty clean sky from Schnoz. Oh, that's a miss on the throw though. Could still be anyone's game. I've seen stranger things happen in this game. Okay, lands it on his second attempt. 1 down, 2 to go. Meanwhile, Dwarf is coming up on the pipe himself. Schnoz lands second throw. And he lands a third as well. That's GG's. Very well done to Schnoz. That was, with the exception of TTC, perhaps an extremely clean run overall. Meanwhile, Dwarf, he's landed 1 throw. There's his second. Is that going to hit? Yep, there's the third. GG's to Dwarf as well. Caught quite a lot of time at the end there, and Tippy especially. But unfortunately, just wasn't quite enough. Yeah, definitely a good race, and ending a bit closer than I think we would have expected earlier on. Yeah, thanks all for watching, and for listening to my dulcet tones during this race, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the relay.
So had some SMS. What's up, everyone? Looked like a pretty good 64 race. Pretty close from what I have seen. And we have a pretty good SMS race, which could come down to either player. Ramato 13 is known for being mainly a bingo player, but is also like one of the most underrated SMS runners, in my opinion. He's very good 120 time, very good. He's on the verge of 114. That's what he's been grinding for. Just lots of good times and lots of categories. So very respectable runner. Then you have SB, who actually recently did 114. So both these players were on the 114 grind.
If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed.
A little earlier. Oh
To
man.
refill
He
tank,
beat, like,
enter a
what, 1
body of
second
water
today.
and press the R button.
He beat by like 1 second for like 5
Instructions complete. Proceed.
Super cool. Super good run. So very close race in terms of like they're only about 15. Very little more. To be really so we'll see what happens. Ramato is definitely more of like the underdog going in here, you could say, especially with the team being, 35 seconds in. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Not a lot to say during this part, of course. Just airstrip is the tutorial. Ramato going for the M's. It is a category. All M's. I don't think that's what Ramato was intending to do, though. Yeah, not a lot to say during this part. You just got like little cutscenes. So this is known for these. Just one of the longest like tutorial / like intro sequences in any Mario game. Really, any like Nintendo game.
As you are no doubt aware, someone has
community
been
has,
senselessly defacing
made
Fair
like a
Delfino Isle
custom
using
file
some paint-like
that
substance.
Lets
The
you
accused is
skip
charged
these
with
cutscenes
polluting
for
our beautiful home,
grinding, but
and yes,
I think for races
endangering our
it's
very
really
way
valid
of
to
life.
watch the whole thing and
Indeed.
have
How
it be
can
more
one
pure.
not be
So
aware of what is going on?
I do agree
Though
with
it is
watching these
daytime in
cutscenes. They're
Delfino
classics
Plaza,
anyway.
our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness.
Messing up airstrip in a race. My nightmare is messing up airstrip at the start of a bingo and just being like 5 seconds behind.
Because of all of our guardians, the
But yeah.
shrine sprites have vanished from their gathering spots.
It should really be anyone's
Shrine
game.
Gate.
Like, there's so much RNG in this
Quite
game. There's so
obvious.
much
This
variance, like
graffiti is too
gameplay-wise. You
blatant.
could just lose like
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator.
you could just like
based on
lose like 30
eyewitness
seconds in one
descriptions.
split just by like
The truth
mistiming
is
an input or
obvious.
something.
The guilty party sits among
So
us.
it really-
is none other than
Whoever's just gonna
Mario.
show up and play better, maybe RNG will matter.
The
But
judge the defendant
well,
guilty as
these
charged.
players are really close.
I hereby
They're
order the
close-
defendant to clean this entire
close
island
players.
until Isle Delfino is completely
In
free of
terms of
his
skill.
vile handiwork. Mario
So
shall not
it's
be allowed
tough to say
leave.
if anyone has like a serious advantage. I mean, probably SB is a little advantaged, as I've said a few times.
This appears
But
to be
yeah,
quite
how is everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a beautiful weekend so far. Beautiful day where I am at.
Are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the
If you need some entertainment, make sure to check out Sunshine Community. We're having we're having the bingo league happen currently, where Ramato is actually one of the main players. So it's been going on. Lots of cool matches happening today.
But the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the shine sprites
Right.
have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the
Cutscenes
island.
wrapping up here.
It is most pitiable.
Also, Ramato might be advantaged actually, because he does have the anime splits, which he says gives him like he says it gives him special powers.
The
Oh.
perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak.
Who knows?
And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our
Almost done with these long cutscenes, but hopefully you got to learn a little bit about the situation on Isle Delfino.
Your first job,
Sloth splits are broken. I agree.
and remember, we'll be watching you, pal.
I do agree.
Know it. Start
I think SB did win the splits game today. Start out here. SP's doing what's known as scumbag movement. Saves about half a second. You do it correctly, which you did. Top runners who go for it most likely will do it correctly. Like that. You see someone around like lower level, they go for it and they miss it. Kind of awkward. So just a few more cutscenes here. SP. Once you get out of Bianca 2, the game it gets going. As Ramato is about to do his airstrip, or his Delfino. Or do his airstrip. Ramato's gonna do a different type of unlock. It doesn't lose that much time over the one that SP did. And it's actually probably easier on average to really save time with. I don't know if it's true. SP's probably going to go for what's known as quick kill. He gets it. We can have a spam spray. As you slide into him, RNA needs to be pressed in consecutive frames for it to work well. Saves about 2 seconds. Gonna go for early M, which saves like, I don't know. Early M, he sprayed the M and now it's like already ready. I don't know how much time it saves. Really not a lot. I think it's like 12 frames or something. But I don't know. I don't really know, honestly. I don't know if I've ever been given like a serious answer on that. And he's gonna start his Bianca 2. So we're gonna see there is varying amounts of RNG throughout these levels. Bianca 2, the spider that you use to get up. Oh, that's kind of weird. Spider that you use to get up there can be a little RNG based. So we'll see if SB gets a good spider. Ramato getting the pepper. Is he going to do underbill? No. Might even have it. I don't know. Okay, SB getting over there. No problem. Gonna do some windmill wall kicks here. With a 905 entry. Which, for no reset, that's fine. Ramato started his Bianco 2. So these players are going to be about, a little bit over, like around a shine behind, shine apart, maybe a little less. No one's really going to take a lead for quite a bit with how consistent these players are. It'll probably be just if SP makes a mistake or his bad RNG. Okay, Ramato getting a decent spider. Not a lot of momentum from the spider, but it's over there just fine. Gonna do some wide turn wall. Oh, looked like he was setting up for wide turn wall because I know Ramato knows that strat. But I don't think he wanted to do it, which is fair. It looked like he froze for a second. It's like, So SP's gonna do some backflip spam sprays on DD here. A lot faster than, well, not a lot faster, but it is faster than the wide camming and spraying up. This game, you just save. There's so many strats that just save 0.2 that just add up. We've already seen early M, the backflip spam sprays. There's just all these little things that this game is stupidly optimized for what it is. But at the same time, not all the way optimized. I mean, world record is really good, of course. Today, but can be pushed down to a 112, according to him. There is still some room to grow with this category. Okay, Ramato finishing up his Bianco 2. SP's going to start Bianco 3. This will be the first secret we see in the race. You're going to lose your blood bunny winter secrets. Bianco 3 is one of the easier ones, so it should not be too stressful for SP. But definitely will come into effect later. Oop. Does not get a jump that he needed. May have hovered a little too early. Reset up the pull. Pulls are tricky. And Ramato starting his Bianco 3 now. Okay. SP kind of having some weird spacing on the dives. Might be a little nervous after the Bianco 3. Pole. See how Ramato gets the pole. So SB's losing a few seconds here or there. Nothing insane so far. See if Ramato goes for like the cool Bianco 3 movement. He does. Nice. Yeah, you can do a jump dive on that first block, and blocking is not part of it, I promise. But you can do a jump dive like that on the cool block and saves 0.3. Again, one of those strats that just saves a little bit of time that just adds up. So pretty RTA viable to do as hard as it looks. So definitely worth going for if you're at this level. SB setting up what's known as Gelato Skip here. Looks like he's not going to get it, but what we're going to see here is, as Ramato does it, is in the second phase of the plant, you can set up an angle where if you time your third hit and slide back to the Bianco entry in that little downtime, if you re-enter the Bianco during that, you will skip that downtime entirely, and it saves about 12 seconds of Delfino movement. See if Ramato gets it here. SB missing it will hurt him a little bit in this race. Probably help Ramato catch up a little bit. As we saw, SB had to warp back to Rico because he missed it, and that's where most of the time loss will come from. As long as having to watch more of that cutscene. So SB starting Bianco 4, as is Ramato. Ramato not too far behind at this point. Bianco 4 is one of the most movement-based levels in the game. Ramato actually has tutored me on this level extensively. So he's pretty good at this level. He does have a 42 IL time, which is one of the best. SB might as well, I'm not too sure, but SB finishing up. Ramato can get his 8th right here. A lot of fast movement. It's hard to explain every ounce of that movement there, but a lot of momentum spins going on, which a momentum spin is when you spin jump into like a slope. A lot of speed from it, and get some extra height and spin jump you normally would not get. Both players are going to enter Bianco 5 now. Bianco 5 is one of the biggest RNG points in the run. Which it's nice that it's so early in the run for grinding attempts. For races, it can be a little rough. You could lose up to like 55-ish seconds here to your best. Patterns that PD will go that you can stop him in mid-air are completely random. So, and on top of that, he can give you tornadoes, which will lose about 3 seconds a pop. SB getting pretty good first spot. When he goes there, it means he will have a guaranteed second spot, which will be down straight south where PD is right now. Gonna keep going down that direction, so that is always nice. Could be second best pattern. We'll see. Monitoring the swag strats for the blue coins. Gotta respect it. So if SB gets pretty good RNG here, it's going to be a little rough for Ramato because this may have been one of the best points for Ramato to catch up. But we'll see. Maybe Ramato gets better RNG. He's also getting a second spot, or second best start. So we'll see if PD deviates for either one of them. They both get second best RNG. That is kind of a Komodo hype moment. Yeah, SB gets second best. We'll see if Ramato does as well. Still about like 30 seconds behind each other. Okay. Oh, so Ramato did get no tornadoes, but he did not time his I didn't know. I thought Ramato does backflip spam sprays. I'm kind of surprised he's doing the Y turn stuff there. I always find the Y turn a little more inconsistent than backflips, actually. Oh. Ramato bullying the points. PD might give him bad RNG to punish him. And yeah, looks like Ramato's getting probably... Okay, that's not the worst outcome, actually. That's still pretty good. So I don't think that's too bad. I thought for a second he was going to do the worst outcome where he like takes a diagonal trip across the village. Still not desired RNG. The headbutt definitely does not help Ramato here. Yeah, there are 774 possible patterns without the inclusion of tornadoes. You include those, it like, I don't know, it gets to the thousands or something. There's like a website for it. But both players got pretty favorable RNG there. Ramato's was a little worse, but nothing too bad. Looks like they both got like really similar Bianca times actually. Looks like they're very, very close together. The only thing that's separating them, of course, is SB. SB's team had a lead over 64, so he has a little bit of a room to mess up. We're gonna start Gelato Skip here. Gelato Skip is one of the best tricks in this game, just in terms of what it does for the run. You basically, by doing this, you see that there's a shine, or you can still see the shine in the Gelato Hut over here. You can still physically collect that shine, and by doing this clip with the coconut, you can skip episodes 1 through, you can skip every episode, but you have to go back to do episode 7. This game is based around the Shadow Marios. It's not like 64. So by doing this is the episode 8 shine. SB can scroll back from here and do episode 7. This game's not like 64 where it's like, oh, just get 70 stars. Like you have to. It's kind of a pain, but it's one of the things that people do not like about this game. Lots of setups for GBS. It looked like SB just did a standard roof throw, which is totally fine. I think Ramato also does roof throw, but he might do what's known as Yoshi spot. But I'll explain that if he does it, because I don't remember. What he does. SB gonna go for a quick kill. Okay, no backflip, keep a lead. Yeah, Ramato going for Yoshi spot, which is where you stand about halfway between the bottom of it and top. Should save a little time over SB there. So, yeah, Ramato's probably like 40 behind, but it's nothing that can't be made up. It's all going to depend on... The thing that's rough, like, interesting about this race is, like, just how consistent these two players are, where there might not be a choke that, like, Ramato can catch up to. It just might not happen. And Ramato probably knows that as a player. Okay. So Ramato getting the banana from the gelato fight. Speed up the pineapple. Here we got Pianta 1 on SB. Also kind of a micro RNG segment. There are quite a few number of patterns. Significantly less than in Bianco, so not too bad. What matters most is going to be the third chomp position, which will lose up to 6 seconds. It is the worst of the two. SB gets the optimal one, though. He actually got best pattern overall. Pretty good. Ramato in turn his Pianta 1. So SB's getting pretty good RNG so far. Second best pattern and perfect chomps. Still a decent amount of RNG to go in the run, so no one celebrate yet. Ramato getting the first best spot as well. Second spot is a little bit rough, but like I said, all that matters really is going to be that third spot, which he gets worse to third spot. Actually, pretty bad RNG overall. That's going to lose about 6 seconds over SB. Who already has quite a healthy lead here. Pausing right before the shine, as SB and Ramato both did. That will activate the shine a little quicker. SB gonna start his Piantissimo race. He's got to get to the shine quick, the flag quick. You do not want to lose. But in all seriousness, it's not like 64 where if you get to it earlier, like you'll speed up. So you can just like Dide will talk to Piantas. Some players will like I don't know. Some players will do some weird stuff during this segment. See if Romano does anything. I don't know. So not a lot to say about this shine. Just kind of a get from point A to point B. Just don't die. I agree. Looks like Romano's gonna practice his Pianta 3. Okay. Gonna do it a second time, but I think he should have just, yeah. SP's gonna start his Pianta 3 here. Pianta 3 is the one episode shine in this game. You're not gonna get your blood. That's not a secret. He's gonna want a damage boost here. Get across the lava. I don't think SB goes for momentum spin. Nope. So kind of a scary level in a race, but like it's not a level you will typically see people at this level die on. Just happen, but it looks a little scarier than it is for these runners. But at the same time, you like miss time a jump input, you're like, well, that sucks. So SB continuing his lead. It's just been a very consistent race between these two players. Like SB messed up travel skip, but he got pretty good RNG to make up for it. And Pianta 1, and his Bianco 2 was marginally better. Ooh, okay. Romano gonna set up damageless strats here. Good backup from Romano. That is one really benefit to being a bingo player in Romano's side. You just know all these like weird backups that you normally would not think of. And so that was a very clean backup by Romano. Did not lose a super big amount of time. Shouts to that. Sometimes you do bonk on the Pianta and it's all pain. Yeah, SB. Yeah, I didn't even mention Pianta 4. I was too focused on Romano not dying. Excuse me. Losing my voice. SB is getting like perfect RNG so far. It's really nice for him. That was the best pattern, I believe, for... Was that the best pattern? For Pianta 4. There's possible of 3 patterns. You could get Romano gets second best pattern here. Each pattern only loses like a second to each other. First and third lose 2 seconds. Well, third loses first. 2 to first is what I'm saying. But not one of the RNG things people stress about too much in the run. But speaking of RNG, SP's gonna start Pianta 5. First, he's got to get in the secret. He's going to do what's known as Yoshi Skip. By hovering back into it, like we're about to see, there's like a little part of the texture you can just flip into from the tree. Hover backwards into it, and yeah, you don't have to get Yoshi, which typically in a run, or typically in a casual playthrough, you would have to get Yoshi, and loses a bunch of time, both routing-wise and actually getting Yoshi. But this level is cycle-based. These Piantas are all going to be on different cycles. The Pianta at the top can be at a place that saves 20 seconds. And it is not going to be something SB gets here. See if Romano gets it. If the Pianta is more left when you get up there, jump on him and wide turn a lot earlier. SB is going to do what's known as wrap bounce. The Pianta can also just stop in those locations at the top. By jumping on the Pianta, you will reset that cycle, and he'll yell at you, and then he will keep moving. Romano doing back hop Yoshi Skip. Something he knows is slower, but he does it to bully people. So we'll see if Romano gets early cycle. He's gonna have to talk to this Pianta a little earlier than he usually liked. Pianta's not in the... this Pianta should be fine. But Romano does not get early cycle as well. Nothing he really could have done about that. He pretty much executed that as best as he could, I think. Back jump is it's a strat. Strat that exists. SB starting Pianta 6 here. You gotta clean the 10 Piantas under the time limit. I know SB really hates this level, so I hope it goes okay for him. He misses the first early unlock. You want to unlock these Piantas as soon as possible, because they have like little animations that take place before you can clean them. The male Piantas you want to unlock, like that's higher priority because they have a longer animation than the female Piantas. I have no clue why. It's really weird. So that will lose a little more time. I don't know. Take it up with the game developers. I have no clue, but SB bonking on the 8th or the 9th Pianta. Gets a 206, which is a little below average. I don't think SB was too thrilled with that, if I had to guess. Typically, a good time is like around 211 to 211 and higher. This game was very poorly made. I agree. So, let's see if Romano gets a better Pianta 6. Romano goes for some boomer strats on this level, so I think like his best time is like a 216 or something. He doesn't go for like the mushroom strat that misses the 5th Pianta. That can be a little tricky actually. So getting the early unlocks at least. Does not get that one, which, as again I said, that one will lose a little more time, but not the end of the world because he still has to clean the 9th Pianta anyway. It's 209, which is still respectable enough. Speed to make Pianta 7, not a lot to say about that level, just another Shadow Mario. He's gonna set up, he's gonna go to Pinna now. Gonna set up what's known as Honey Skip. I'll explain it as he does it, so I'm not explaining 30 seconds into the future. So, still one shine apart right now. Kind of crazy still. Yeah, by clipping into this, SP's gonna ground pound. Okay. So that will lose him a little bit of time to reset this up. The clip in, gonna ground pound once he's inside. By setting up a precise position here, it doesn't have to be super precise. Ground pound and diagonally buffer into the cutscene. If you die in the same frame that you enter it, you can skip this cutscene. Now, Romano getting the bees, let's go. That could go, like, if you don't have the best positioning, you will probably walk into the cutscene, or you could die, and this is the worst case scenario. You die and go back to the plaza, and that will lose, like, an insane amount of time. So, yeah. But SB did lose about 10 seconds having to reset that up. He's going to start the mecha fight now. He's going to pause as he enters the cutscene. As he enters that loading zone, I should say, which skips a cutscene. Don't ask why pausing. I don't think people... the game just kind of gets confused if you pause as you enter a cutscene, but only the ones in Pinna 1. Not like any of the airstrip cutscenes or like the... Yeah, you just... A pause plus exit area just tricks the game and just skips the cutscene, which is good because this cutscene is so long, and the cutscene at the end of this fight is also so long. So this game would probably be like a terrible speedrun if it wasn't for these skips. Romano gets a pretty clean honey skip, so I'm gonna do the same, pausing into the area right here. SB not having an optimal mecha, unfortunately. Only needed to get one extra shot, but unfortunately it was about 10 seconds. Another exit area there. Hopefully he did not time. I thought for a second he timed that a little too early. That's good. cutscenes were made as areas due to their size and length. I don't know. This game was coded really weird. Like, we're just saying any percent, but there's like some categories where some weird stuff happens as well. Ramato, this is a JP only thing. Had the rockets collide with each other. He fired one as he passed another rocket on the track. That's pretty unfortunate. We'll lose a little bit of time for him. I believe that's JP only, at least. I never seen that on NTSCU. Gonna have to get some extra rockets here, or just a extra rocket really. But both players having that mistake in Pinna 1. Not the same mistake, but the same outcome of their difference. SB bonking on the mole as he enters. This is what's known as mole skip. Normally you just defeat the mole with the bombs. Mole skip saves a decent amount of time. Gets the second try, so not a big deal. But SB is making a few mistakes that is helping Ramato catch up. He had the honey skip blunder and a little bit of time loss in Pinna 2. But still a healthy lead. Still about the same lead as when we started this match. So, like I said, very consistent players here. Like, I would not be surprised if this kind of just continues for the rest of the match. Yep, Ramato gets mole skip first try. Gonna make his way to Pinna 2. Pinna 2 is one of the easier secrets in the run. It's like technically cycle based, but it's so easy to make this cycle that if you don't make it, I don't know what to tell you. Practice. SB's gonna enter Pinna 3 here. One of the more movement based levels. I believe SB goes for boat hop. Could be wrong. He might. Oh, does SB do task strats? We'll see. Might do task strats. Yeah, he's going for task strats here. It looks like. Very cool strats. Ramato does go for this as well. For some reason, I thought he did boat hop, which I do not know why I thought, considering he has a 114. But you know, we out here. Yeah, this level has like come a long way from its like earliest strats. Like, very cool what these runners are about to do. Just requires some pretty good execution. But both players seem to be doing pretty well with it. On having a pretty smooth pin. I mean, it's not over, but pretty smooth first 6 coins. Does not get the 7th coin, skip, which is actually probably one of the hardest parts of the level. Where you can just hover through the 7th coin and then get back on top of the grate. But not a huge deal. Still very good execution. Throughout. SB's going to start Pinna 4 by hitting all these electric Koopas in one cycle. It saves a really good amount of time as opposed to having to hit them all separately. So there's going to be a little cutscene here that you see. That one flower lighting up on each electric Koopa, there is a little cutscene per Koopa. That cutscene will start. If you do not chain them together, snooze a Koopa. Yeah, excuse me. What am I talking about? If you don't chain them all together, it's 10 seconds apart a piece. So if you do 2 cycles, 10 seconds, 3 cycle, 20, etc. I don't know why I call them electric Koopas. We were just in Pinna 3. It's an honest confusion. Both players have different setups for this, but both players, I assume, will be fine. Oh, Ramato, I don't think, yeah. So if one of the Snooze Koopas hits the green grass area, they will not go into the sand. They'll just kind of bonk off, kind of force like a 2 cycle, pretty much. At this point for Ramato, wasn't really anything he could do from there, but not the end of the world. SP's going to start EYG. This is called Early Yoshi Go Round. It's a very very complicated level, but I will do my best to explain it. Pin of 5 can be skipped with this. This will take SB straight to pin of 6, which skipping a level in this game is huge. He's gonna get the fruit that Yoshi wants. Gonna go back, get the durian to make Yoshi purple. This will modify the platforms sprayed on the stews here. Gonna throw a papaya in because Yoshi needs to be orange to activate the carousel ride that SB is trying to flip into. Gonna ground pound to set up the platform that only works when it's purple. Get the fruit after so he's orange, and the loading zone for the secret is still here. So that's how we skip pin of 5, which is quite a long level shine, actually. It's not like the worst, but this skip saves like a minute and a half. It's a really pivotal skip to the speedrun, which can also be kind of hard. There are 2 variations of it technically. Well, 2 modern variations of it. 3YG and 5YG. 5YG is just really slow, so definitely learn 3YG if you're thinking about picking up this game. Bit soft lock as well, yeah. Does not typically happen. Romano's setting up 1 stew here, so he doesn't clip in with having another stew be present. He's just gonna flip in with ground pound hover into that weird little brick wall. I don't know what you'd call it. And it saves about 2 seconds. 2YG also exists, but that's like the boomer strat, and there's literally 0 reason to do it in 2021. If you do it, you are actually trolling. So pin of 6, not a lot to say about this secret. One of the harder ones, I get. I don't even know if I would say this is one of the harder ones. Maybe it hurts. Both players just go for the top right. There's a faster strat that saves about 1.5 seconds, but totally fair not to go for it. Let's be finishing up the Shadow Mario. And is going to be the first to Rico. So both players are doing what's known as the save warp route. It's not new. Maybe it's like new-ish. Did SB over the top middle? I apologize then. I did not mean to rob SB of his credit. Sorry, SB, if you're watching this back. Over the top middle saves about 1.5 seconds to what Romano did, so definitely a strat that if you're good at, you should do. It's pretty hard, but like I see a lot of others who are very consistent at it. But yeah, save warping. Basically, it's a save warp. You just go back to the file screen after you save, after pin of 7. Does this route that we're about to see, it's supposed to go into Rico right after this, only loses about 1 second. And when you're grinding attempts, get Serena out of the way earlier, as well as Nokia, which can be a choke point in the run. For races, this really doesn't have to be done, but it's fine. This is just the route they're used to. It's the route their splits have. It's not a huge deal. And SB's going to start Manta here, which is pretty RNG based, but also very execution based. Setting up what's known as Hutless. Sprays the Manta instantly, as opposed to the older setup of just jumping straight on the hut. Manta, you want to take down the bigger Mantas to move on with the fight. Once you get all the big ones, they will turn pink and they will target you, so it makes the fight a lot easier from there. I believe Ramado will go for hut strats, which, I think hut is almost better. Hutless can be really luck-based sometimes. Proud of you, Ramato. You're the true winner in my heart, Kiba. Yeah, I find that HUD just gives more consistent. But also, HUDless can save a buttload of time. Ooh, that one Manta just trolling Ramato. Just gotta get all the pink boys. Fun fact, there's actually a category in this game. Oh, not really. It's not even on the category extensions, it's just a joke that SB has done a few times, called Blush Percent, where you clip into Serena early with the banana, and you just make the Manta pink. Yeah. Great category. So SB's gonna start Serena 2 here. This is one of the most difficult secrets in the run, execution-wise. At least in my opinion. Can be very scary, but see how it goes here. Ramato finishes up his Manta. It's still about a shine behind SB. I would say SB probably has a little bit more of a lead at this point than he did at the start. But these players have been very close together still. Like, we've seen a few 10-second mistakes from SB. We saw the honey skip, we saw the travel skip. That's about it. SB going up for momentum spin, which, like, it's risky, but at the same time, if you're a top runner, and you practice it, it's totally consistent. It looks a little scarier than it is, but yeah, SB is very comfortably ahead right now, but there is so much of SMS left to go. Even if the run is like halfway done, it's SMS late game is known for being quite the challenge. Yeah, there's King Boo, there's Nokia 6, there's Eel, which I don't think top runners really mess up Eel that much. Oh, Ramato dropping the side flip inputs there. Not a huge deal, just kind of annoying. SB setting up for Serena 3 here. Clip into this zone with a banana. At the peak of your jump, you let go of it. Just get in easily. Saves like, God, a few minutes over having to get Yoshi. Which is the normal strat, is you have to go find a pineapple in the level, bring it to Yoshi, and like go through the suit, like the attic, and drop down. 30 seconds? Yeah, I would believe that. I don't even know. It's annoying. I guess nowadays you would just have like door clips and stuff to make it a lot faster than I initially thought it was. So I was not thinking of the door clip tech, which we will not be seeing in this run. Unless the player trolls, which I hope we do not see. SB going to the casino, he's going to go for casino skip here. Normally you'd have to like spray the slots, and then that curtain that SB's going over rises, and you have to spray tiles. It's a really miserable part of the game, casually. But by jumping over, you're able to ledge grab and sidestep a little bit, jump in, get to the pipe without having to do any of that, thankfully. SB going for a momentum spin here, which is fairly consistent as long as your speed of the spin is good. It's pretty back upable if you don't get that. You can do a glitchy wall kick. And yeah, RNG time. I said SOB. SB is about to do King Boo, which I won't explain until we get into the fight. So we're not explaining things that are too far ahead, but this is one of the most RNG based levels in the game, for sure. As Ramato tries to catch up with his Serena Shines, does a little hover just to ensure he's going to be safe in his casino clip. Okay. So King Boo. It's they're gonna be the cycle that you want to see is when King Boo gives you fruit. If you throw a pepper at him followed by another fruit 3 times, you win the fight. There are going to be 2 forced quote-unquote extra cycles in between these 3 fruits in an optimal setup. As we'll see right now, SP gets perfect first cycle. You can get in between these fruit cycles though, and at the start. Extra cycles, each one loses about 7 seconds, and theoretically you could get like infinite of them. Realistically, I think the max is like 6 or 7. I mean, there has been 10, but very, you know, talking average wise, it's more like 6 or 7 is the worst you'll get. SP getting 1 extra. As we'll see, you can cancel them out immediately. The extras that are forced, you cannot though. As we saw with the enemies that came out, SP had a time when he canceled it out just so King Boo would not give him infinite forced. I think the average is like between 1 and 2. From what I understand, but yeah, I don't know. It depends on the weather. What's good for SB to know... Oh, never mind. Oh, Ramato gets an extra. Yeah, my average is probably like 5, so I understand. Ramato is not getting good RNG here. Starting off with quite a few extras. Oh no, Ramato. Ooh. Was that 3 or 4? That's 4, right? Ramato getting really screwed. 4 extras to start. It's not. He didn't even get the first fruits yet. Well, now he did, but yeah, that is a feels bad man in the chat. That is. You hate to see it. Meanwhile, though, SB didn't really have any. He got 1 extra, I believe. So this might cost Ramato I mean, SB already has a pretty comfortable lead, so I can't say it really cost him the race. There's still a lot of SMS to go, of course, so nothing's over yet. But it's definitely not going to help his being behind. And it kind of sucks, so there's nothing he can do. SB starting Serena 6 here. On JP, you gotta spray 99% of the goo that you're gonna see on this beach. So, pretty strict goo requirement. Can't leave out much. There's also invisible goo that goes into that threshold, which pretty easy to miss. SB going pretty smoothly. Looks like it's gonna be a high 2 1x. 217 is pretty respectable. Yeah, Ramato pretty screwed. Like, he got pretty screwed by King Boo there. That was very unfortunate to see. Especially just being behind already. But it is not over. It is far from over right now. Still got like 2.5 worlds coming up. As Ramato starts his Serena 6, and SB does his Serena 7. So he's got 2.5 worlds, with Bianco being the half. Still got to go back to Bianco, which we do in 2 parts because of the event cutscenes, which I did not talk about. But this game is very event cutscene oriented, which is why we do not do all of Bianco right away. We unlock Gelato to get those cutscenes out of the way earlier. Yamamoto's having a pretty okay start of 6 so far. Really good, actually, from what I'm looking at right now. Unfortunately, the ending was a little scuffed, but 219 is very good still. SB starting Nokia 1, which is... from what Ramato has told me, Ramato has said that Nokia 1 is the hardest any percent shine in the game. I don't know if that is a consensus of it. Like, hardest to, like, optimize and get, like, really good at. And I wouldn't even disagree. But I'm probably not in that position to argue that. Really good SB, really good Nokia 1 from SB. First cycle. This is cycle based, so if you're a little slow, you will lose about 4 seconds per consecutive cycle. Scare strip. Yeah, I agree. It can be like if you're tilted, you just want to start a run. It can be one of the worst nightmares you have. Ramato does not have a very good quick kill on start of 7. Thinks about soft locking for a second, but he opts out of it. But yeah, if you spray that link as the shine goes down, you'll just, it's actually not even a soft lock; it's just a hard lock. So SB probably exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds ahead because those shines are synced. So Ramato's gonna have to catch up some ground here. Ramato got like 4 extras at the start of King Boo. Other than that, he played fine. It was RNG, really. Either 4 or 5, yeah. I was looking at 2 screens, some of those smaller details just becomes harder to remember. Alright, let's see Ramato's Nokia 1 here. Pretty good. Ledge grab, unfortunately. He should still be fine for the cycle he usually makes. I think. Yeah. Ramato is 4th place on the Nokia 1 ILs. Fun fact. Must be doing Nokia 2, which I didn't talk about too much. Well, we'll see it again with Ramato. What SB did was called Spring Clip. By running to that corner and dropping the spring, you can clip through and get straight to the jar location that normally you'd have to defeat Blooper for. So you typically have to like go all the way up and defeat another boss, but thankfully we do not have to do that. SB starting up Nokia 3, the first of the 2 underwater levels we're going to see in any percent. So pretty different controls here. This level uses a lot of Y turning and a lot of momentum to make it fast. It's a level that has very recently been, well, relatively recently been optimized a lot more. Hit a few community golds in this level actually recently. Ramato does his Nokia 2. Does not get the height he needs from that jump. Yeah, shoutouts to Sid and JPEP. Okay. So both players still getting these shines in sync. Looks like Ramato caught a little bit of ground on SB. So that is nice. Yeah, Dide got a 120 segment in GDQ, so that was cool. Excuse me. So SB's gonna start Eel here, which is one of the harder bosses in the run. You consider it a boss? Kind of weird. It's kind of like almost an auto scroller, but like not really. I don't know. It's a weird level. There's a lot of execution that's required. I assume SB is going to go for 6-2. I mean, I guarantee you he does. In the first phase of the eel, there's going to be, you want to clean as many teeth as you possibly can. And you can technically do 7 in recent strat developments, but your 6 tooth's what we're gonna see. 7 tooth is becoming more of a reality though. So SB, by hovering more at the start, hovering on specifically that one tooth, it makes 6 tooth a lot easier. So pretty good from SB. Start this. He's gonna go for what's known as cutscene skip by taking damage from the tooth as you clean off the final tooth. You skip the cutscene. There's normally about a 15-second cutscene here, which you do not have to watch. It can be a little finicky, but not the hardest thing in the world. Clean eel, I agree. He did clean the eel, and it was also a clean eel. And Ramato's gonna start his. So SB, pretty good run overall. Like, so far. I think Ramato's run was a little bit worse so far, but that's mainly partial. That's partially due to RNG. Ramato's pin of 4 was kind of rough. I'm trying to think of other things he like seriously messed up so far. It just seemed like pin of 4 and just worse RNG. SB got good RNG. He's had a few small things. He lost 10 seconds on Honey Skip. His travel skip. But other than that, he's just played pretty well. No major mistakes, really. As he does the second Piantissima race, Ramato also with the clean eel. Gets cutscene skip, as he should. Ramato did not get it. I would be disappointed in him and bully him for it after this Kipo. So, SB's... The only way Ramato can win this, I think, is if SB just... Or, like... SB needs to choke for Ramato to win. I think that's, like, probably Ramato's win con at this point. Like, Ramato is just... He was already behind entering, and he just did not get the right cards for even to save time throughout the relay. Which happens, because, like, these are very two consistent players, as I said a few times. So, SB is starting Nokia 6 here. Nokia 6 is considered to be the hardest secret. Let's set this up with ropes, which you could do the Nokia 2 movement again to get back up to the shell, but this is about 4 seconds faster. A lot harder, but very worth it. He's going to go for green cycle, which is the optimal cycle for Nokia 6. And somewhat hard. At least hard with nerves mainly. I think if people didn't have to do this level with nerves, you would probably see less jokes in this level. You could say that about a lot of levels, but still. But gets a very clean Nokia 6. He nails green cycle. It looks like he gets a very good Nokia 6 there. Very good from SB. Pretty much no mistakes in that Nokia 6. Very good. Ramato's going to start his Nokia 6 now. Again, both players like in sync with these shine selections. Kind of epic, if you ask me. Yeah, I don't know if this route really needs to be done for... Ooh, SB almost did not get the quick kill there. If he goes up there, it loses about 15 seconds. Oh no, Ramato! Oh, he's good. Oh, still loses time, but he didn't fall to the bottom, so that's all that matters. thought Ramado was at to jump off. This route's like, I don't know how I feel about this route for races, but I think it's a good route overall. Like for races, like maybe, but like it's also like what the runners are used to and comfortable with, so I'd rather they just do that. Looks like Ramado's kind of having a rough Nokia 6 segment here. Maybe a little bit nervous by it, I guess. Just not a very it's an unfortunate ropes. It looks like he just didn't get the backflip spray he needed. So he just kind of did a singular dive, which did not help, and then nerves probably just carried into the secret. SP starting Bianco 6. One of the longest shines, well, one of the longer shines, at least, in the run. Not too bad as far as secrets go, but if you do mess it up, it is a huge amount of time loss. But in terms of like difficulty, this is not one of the harder secrets. Ooh, okay. Ramado backflips, but got the spam spray kill anyway. That's fine. Also, I'm glad that Ramado and SB both do this route, because in my race, I did the save warp route without thinking about it, and my whoever I was going against, I can't remember, they, oh, Switch, sorry, Switch. They used normal route, the Switch is a boomer, Eco. Okay, Ramado leaving to go do Bianco now. SB carries his pretty healthy lead into Bianco Shadow Mario. God, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I'm so tired. SB's gonna go for a quick kill here. Gets it. Very good. Ramado starts his Bianco 6. Still about minute, I'd say he's about a minute 50 behind SB. My calculations are correct. Pretty clean Y turn there. SB's gonna start the final world of the run, Rico Harbor. 7 shines left for him. Well, 8 with Corona. And pretty healthy lead. There are ways he could lose that lead in Rico, but I don't really expect him to. It would have to be something like catastrophic. It's looking like a pretty clean win for SB here. Let's start Rico 1 here. As Ramado finishes up his Bianco Hills. Dude, playing well is like, you just gotta get carried by RNG. Playing well is people leave. According to a secret source, Odyssey is Unclog the mental blocks best game. That is good. It's good to know. So, SB building up a healthy lead to try to prevent Unclog the mental block from giving them a mental block. Otto starting off with his Rico now. SB's going right into Rico 2. Not a lot to say about Rico 1. It's just kind of a get from point A to point B kind of shine. There's no like insane strats really, unless you go for the triple jump, which is pretty cool, but I do not expect Ramado to go for it. SP is going to do blooperless entry here. Typically, you want to, well, you don't want to, but in a casual playthrough, you read the bloopers inside, and then you read them when you get inside the secret here. By doing blooperless movements, outside saves. How much time is outside save actually? I believe it's like a second and a half or something. Inside, as long as you get under a 21, you will save time overriding the blooper. He looks like he's got a pretty clean blooper list here. Not too many. Yeah, SB just in general played pretty well. Low 18, pretty respectable. Ramato enters his Rico 2 coming up. I think Ramato played well as well. I think it was just also like got really bad RNG from this. Well, Bianco RNG was good. Chomp RNG was like a little unfortunate, but no early, and then like 4 extras. It was kind of rough. I don't remember Ramato's Manta. SB entering Rico 3 here. This is another one of those shines that is a long way to do it casually, but here we're gonna make quick note of it. Gonna go for a Beyblade, also known as spin slide, to get speed to the center there. Where he spin jumps. If you have to hover over there, hovering is a lot slower. Therefore, the spin slides, anywhere you can do them instead of hovering, is a very, very good strat. Let's see how Armato's blooper list goes here. As SB enters his last secret of the run. Arno looks like he's getting a pretty good blooper list, actually. I think the 1808, isn't that like exactly what SB got as well? These runners are so consistent with each other. That's like around what SB got. SB may have gotten like an 06 or something. It's planned. It's a setup. Yeah, Rico 4 is actually like probably my least favorite secret, personally. I actually like find the secret kind of annoying, but SB making quick note of it. Pretty well. He did another spin slide to get into the secret. This avoids a little bit of hovering as well. Yamato is about 2 shines behind. To be fair, Rico 3 is the fastest shine in the game. Alright. SB's entering Rico 5 now. Again, Rico 5 is like one of those shines that's just kind of like a point A to point B kind of shine. Rico is like probably the most boring world in the run, but that's why it is moved to here actually in SB and Romano's route. It's a lot, like according to Romano, it's a lot harder to choke opposed to Nokia. It's just kind of nice on nerves. That's why I think Romano does it, and I assume it's part of the reason SB likes him as well. Although SB, I think, mainly cites the RNG for his reason. So Romano also having a pretty good Rico 4 as SB. Oh, never mind. I did not actually. I thought he made that. I was confused. So I think that's actually the first death for Romano. A little unfortunate. I actually did not catch exactly what happened there. That would be the first death in general. But unless you count Honey Skip, which you shouldn't. Yeah, that didn't. It happens. Didn't look like a normal thing. So I didn't think it was like something horribly messed up. I just look weird. Rico 6, we are entering here on SB's side. This is one level you do not want to do blooperless. You can, you'll just lose like a minute or something. So you want to ride the blooper. Green blooper is the correct choice. At top speed is just as fast as the yellow one, pink ones, and has better handling. He's doing what's known as reverse route here. It's about a second over the older routes of Rico 6. As Romano enters Rico 5. $132.81, pretty good. Alright, so SB on a decent enough run for a reset, or no reset, I would say. Looks like it'll be 116. Will this be 115? I think this will actually be 115. No, never mind. Or I don't know. I can't read his splits. My vision's horrible. But it looks like SB's run is pretty decent overall. This should like barely be 115 pace, I think. So pretty respectable, even no matter what happens in Corona here. As Romano enters his Rico 6, got 2 shines about behind SB. A little bit of an unfortunate race for Romano, but I think overall the gameplay was pretty good. It was just a few things. Rico 4 death was unfortunate. Nokia 6 mistake was a little sad, but other than that, I don't think Romano played that bad. I also think 4Xers on King Boo was really unfortunate. Romano doing reverse route as well, as he should. So Team SeriousSloth is going to be a few minutes ahead, entering the Odyssey portion of the race. But the Odyssey player on Romano's team is the best. Is the better of the two. According to Romano's. Be setting up rocket storage here. Timing your inputs correctly, your X and L inputs here. Skip the clouds entirely, which is very nice. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, thank God this is in the game, because this speed would kind of be bad without it. As Romano does his Rico 7 here, goes for normal strats.
Mario! How dare you disturb my family vacation?
Looks like SB would probably either like 116 even or like 116 1 or 2, depending on this way it goes, or worse. I mean, honestly, something catastrophic happens. No, it'll be a little bit of a higher 116, like 116.10. I can't count. I'm bad at math, actually. Which is still a very respectable race time. All things considered here. GG's to SB. Romano still got a Corona to go. And that's it. Pretty good SMS run.
Hello.
Hello.
And that was a pretty good run from SB though.
Yeah, it was a 1:16:09, pretty respectable race time for sure. Commenting the Ramado portion of the run. It's Corona. I will be heading out, but hope the Odyssey race goes just as exciting.
Yeah, the Odyssey race is going to be really good because the runners are about 2 minutes apart in terms of PBs.
Yeah, I mean, Ramado, their Odyssey is the best on the team. I don't know anything about Odyssey, but I trust that.
Yeah, I think I know a tiny bit.
I probably, I don't know, not too into Odyssey. It's a very cool speed game, and I respect the artists, of course. I just, you guys are too good. I can't do it.
Yeah, Cry's been running the game for quite a while, and the other runner, as Harkos, is really consistent, so I think it's going to be a really good race.
Ramado get a blue coin. I'm meant to get mad at Ramado later. Alright, so Ramado finishing up here. Mid 117. Not bad, not bad. But with that, I will leave comms to you. GG's to the SMS runners. I hope the Odyssey race goes smooth. Wish luck to both teams.
Yeah.
So,
Outcomes was really interesting to listen to.
thank you. I appreciate that. Have a great night, everyone.
Alright, everyone. So we have Cry leaving Cat Kingdom, which takes about 2 minutes, 20-ish seconds. They had a few mistakes. For example, they recaptured the frog and chose to do right side, which loses. It's like 2 seconds over right side, or no, I mean left side or something. And it looks like there's only 2 minutes between both teams, and it's this is going to be really interesting. Because as I kind of mentioned in the intro there, their PBs are 2 minutes apart, so this will be the decider. I know that Cry has a 103.37, and as Harkos has a 101.22, and both of them are pretty good runners. I've watched both of them for quite a while now. Both very respected in the Odyssey community. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really cool matchup to see as like the final race between these teams. I know that Cry is a bit rusty. He did get his first PB in over a year, actually, like 2 weeks ago or something. So that's really nice for him. And as Harkos is very talented, I think he currently has a sub hour, which means his summer best is under an hour right now. So if Harkos gets a really nice run with a lot of strat footing and implemented, it's going to be a really nice treat for everyone. But yeah, Cry has just defeated Madam Brutal here. As Harkos is defeating Popper. So yeah, Cry not having much issue with that Madam Brood fight, because he was going for the faster strat where you can like shorten her phases by throwing Cappy out and then backflipping into the golden chain jump. And you can also like manipulate the way that like the fight works by like making those phases really short, because otherwise she just kind of runs all over the arena really. That was kind of weird movement. But yeah, getting this upon a cliff moon, I think it's actually called on top of a high cliff, and it's the slower moon that you can get here, so there's a choice between that moon and the chest clip moon. I believe chest clip saves like second optimally, so it's kind of risky to go for it because you might miss the clip, or you might get a slow chest clip, so you're not saving as much time. So a lot of runners just choose to go for the on top of a high cliff moon, but I can maybe see it as Harkos maybe going for it. I think he's the kind of runner to do chest flip if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, already going into Sand Kingdom at sub 6 minutes. Okay, so it's actually really important what time you arrive in Sand Kingdom, because we didn't see this on the restream, but the runners do daylight savings time abuse. So that's a clock that they have to set before the start of the run, and they have a certain offset. And you can be too fast or too slow. And for Cry, I think he uses like a -5, -10 offset. So as long as he gets like a sub 6, he's generally okay. But yeah, it really depends on what kind of shots you do. Like top runners nowadays use like -41. Oh no. That's actually really unfortunate for Crow though. Instead of getting the bird moon, he fell into the pipe. So now he has to back it up. Which is kind of slow. It's really slow if you miss that bird moon. I think. Did he? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he missed it. Because he should have 5 moons. So yeah, that's kind of weird. Unless I'm being dumb. Oh, is he doing kind of Hyano bird back up here? Oh, he's doing Tyranno bird. Now this is a great backup if you've never seen it. All right, yeah. As Harkos also doing the on top of the high cliff moon, and not the chest flip, which is fine. But yeah, that backup that Cry did is pretty old. Top runners now do like a shot called Hyano Bird. It's a really bad strat and everyone hates it, but the backup that Cry did kind of got found last year as part of one of the early 1.3, which is the version that the runners are playing on. Early 1.3 route. And now he's setting up for Dram Strat. I was gonna say that didn't look too convincing, but yeah, if you kind of like spot on the bullet builder and leave Cappy like up top, and then home like shake your controller and home in Cappy as you're grabbing the moon, it's pulled like a drum, and it's just basically like a capture warp. So yeah, and if you miss dram, it can kind of cause all sorts of issues. But yeah, Sand is actually a kind of tricky kingdom to have like as like one of the first few splits. Like there's all kinds of stuff that can just go wrong and make you lose time. Like this thing that Cry's about to do, which is Yoshi Skip, which skips the casual way to get to this Yoshi moon. Because usually you go into the quicksand and go through like the ice bit, and there's a moon in there, but that's too slow for us. So yeah, you just kind of fly the bullet bill over there and hit the spot on the wall, like you want to keep a bit left. It is kind of easy, but people have messed it up, and it loses a lot of time because when you die in the poison, it transports you back to your last, like, quote-unquote checkpoint, which is leaving the employees only room. And so just making your way back over there takes so much time, and it's not really something you want to do in a race. So yeah, it's really lucky that he didn't die. And Tarkos kind of messed up that movement there as well, because you kind of want to backflip away from the arch moon, because otherwise you just kind of bump Mario into the wall. Oh no. Tarkos failing that jump strat that I was just talking about. If you back this up, well, it's not that bad, but it kind of messes you up with the bullet bill cycles. So yeah. An 11:03 exit for Cry. So not the exit he was probably looking for. But it's okay. Okay, and now Cry's gonna be going into the Lake Kingdom, which has a hard trick in it called Lake Lip. I don't think Cry will go for it, but I kind of expect his Tarkos to go for it because he has a 101, and Lake Clip saves too much to not go for it when you're at a 101 level. There have been runners who didn't go for a Lake Clip for a while. Like, I know that Hayla got a sub out without it. But yeah, we'll see. It might be too risky for Crow to go for it, because you can take a while to set it up. Yeah, he's just gonna do the regular route that we call it, which is just where you fight Rango. And it loses time because obviously the Rango fight's a bit long, and also you've got like the multi-moon cutscene, which is why Lake Clip is so fast, because you can get like 2 easy moons from it. But yeah. Oh, as Tarkos was trying to go for a single spin throw notes there. Barely missed it. It looked pretty good though, so it wasn't that far off. Alright, here's the Rengo fight. You, like the Madame Brood fight, you can kind of speed up his phases by fairly precisely hitting him on the head. Rango's hitboxes are a bit spooky, so it kind of takes some precision to know where to like backflip, and otherwise take damage and lose time. But yeah, that was a pretty clean Rango. That was a 10:49 from his Tarkos, so he's already saving time on Cry by having like a 14-second better send exit than him. So that's not bad at all, especially because he missed Dram, so that would have lost him like 4 or 5 seconds maybe. So yeah, we've got a high five here at the Odyssey. Hopefully as Tarkos goes for Lake Clip just so he can show it off for you guys, because I think it's a pretty cool trick, just because of how like technical it is. Because if you don't stand, like, well, first of all you have to clip Cappy in, which is difficult, and then when you go out of bounds you have to make sure that you're not gonna clip through the ground. Yeah, he's setting it up. Yo, let's go as Tarkos. So he's going for the wall slide setup, I believe. Oh, that was good. Yeah, got it. So yeah, what he did there was he was trying to clip Cappy between where the walls intertwine, and then roll into Cappy so Mario goes out of bounds. And then when he does the ground pound, you kind of have to precisely set yourself on the platform, the small bit of platform, because you can clip through the ground and lose a lot of time that way. But yeah, that was a nice Lake Clip, and it should still save time over Cry. I believe you can miss it quite a few times before you start losing time over doing Rango. So yeah, not bad at all. Alright, and now Cry's in the Wooded Kingdom, Looks like he's doing a route called Tree Route. He there's a lot of routes in Wooded that you can do. Like there's this route that Cry's gonna do, which basically skips the Story Moon. Assuming he gets a shot called Nut Clip, he can skip the Piranha Story Moon, which gives him a better Flower Road skip, which saves about a second or so. Okay, let's see if he gets a good Nut Clip though. So this is a Moon Clip, which was discovered quite a while ago, I'd say. And it was so-called useless, but it's actually really useful. And this Nut Clip route saves 40 seconds over doing like the beginner route. So had a nice ramp as well. So should look good for the rest of this split now. Of course, it can still kind of mess up in like pipes off, you know, heck up and fall and die. Hopefully that won't happen. But yeah, Wooded's I like Wooded a lot. It's got a lot of quote unquote meat to it, I suppose. So yeah, as Hardcourse is probably gonna do the same route as Crow. There's no reason not for him to, because Tree Route is just so good in high level any %, and you'll see why after. Okay, never mind, he takes damage. You'll see why after this not at the dead end moon. Yeah, it's just so nice to see the movement. So yeah, it's good. So long jump and then a triple jump. Boom! It's that easy. It's so much better than the old FRS, which would be like a spin pound roll cancel, and it's hard. So and no one likes it. So yeah. It's a nice time save. Okay, so hopefully as Hardcourse also gets this Nut Clip. I can't tell if that's great or not because of his camera. Okay, so he got through. That's good. Like I said before, you can lose like you can save like 30-40 seconds by getting Nut Clip. Okay, as Hardcourse taking a bit longer in Out of Bounds, but okay, he got it in the end. Okay. As Hardcourse is going for all the spooky strats that looks like that they won't work. But he also gets the ramp movement there, which isn't, it's not too bad. You just kind of have to like throw Mario at it and hope, well, not hope it works, but there's different ways to set it up. Not sure if Cry wanted that Mario movement. Probably not. That is certainly interesting. But yeah, Cry having some spooky moments on his screen. As Hardcourse, no. Okay. Cry taking damage in pipes. I've commentators curse this already. Okay. Should be done now. Okay. Cry is out of the woods. Theoretically and physically. I don't know why I've never thought to make that pun before. As Hardcourse also having a pretty good Flower Road skip. Just love the movement in Wooded. Okay. Try getting a sub 20 clouds, which isn't awful at all, because he's kind of made like a lot of small mistakes. So yeah, sub 20 cloud entry is alright. As I say sub 20 cloud, I meant sub 20 wooded. Like I say, not the best, but it's fine for a race. Now he's entering cloud. Cloud's pretty standard. Okay, never mind. He made a mistake. Okay, so he's going for a strat called Fast Stats here, where you try to grab his hat obviously as fast as you can. And you kind of do this by damage boosting Mario and also backflipping at the right time. I'd say Fast Stats saves about 8 to 10 seconds, I think, over not doing it if you have really good phases. But yeah, I missed the first Bowser phase there by cut throwing too early. Okay, as Hardcore's having a significantly cleaner wooded. Yeah, it looks like he's gained quite a bit of time on Cry. So they should be about 40 seconds apart, if I can do maths. So yeah. That's pretty impressive, saving 40 seconds-ish. Okay, now Cry's gonna go into the Lost Kingdom, and he's gonna do a strat called Meme Tree. This doesn't look very good, but he got it. And this basically skips the entire plateau trigger, because getting your Cappy captured by Plateau and then going through all the cutscenes just takes too long. So we kind of go around the outskirts of the trigger by doing some pretty nice movement. Lost is one of the fastest kingdoms. About I believe the best Lost is a 201.5 by Mitch. So yeah, there's a lot of clean and fluid movement that you do. And here's Plateau the bird that you trigger now, so he doesn't heck you over. Okay, Mary's doing this moon. Yeah, just doing it the safe way. There's all kinds of strats to do that moon, like you can damage boost, which is slow because of the obviously you have to refill your damage. And there's also much faster strats. Right, please. Right, okay. Nice backup. You do not want to die right at the end here. No! Right. Right, I just said you don't want to die right at the end. It's horrible. Getting this moon can be so bad from getting it from the other side. Don't touch the bridge! Oh no. Okay. Okay. Okay, chat. This is fine. That lost a bit of time, but oh my god. If he had landed as Harkos, what is happening? No, what is happening in Lost? You don't want to die in Lost, it's so bad. Asaka's getting a much nicer meme tree, by the way. I just wanted to point that out. Oh my god. Okay. So, we'll try this again. Lost is scary, but it's also a fun kingdom. There we go. They've lost a lot of time. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. SMH. Oh, it's Haka's getting a first frame, I believe. Unless he just wasn't on the exact spot. Alright, Night Metro. Fun kingdom, I love it a lot. I've never... Oh, no, okay. What? What's that backup? Oh my god, that was so clutch. Did you guys see that? Oh my... He should have, bonked that. That was crazy. Oh, let's go, Cry. That was great. Okay, as Harkos doing for Stone Cage strat, which is a bit safer than Triple Cage. I don't remember the time difference between the moons actually. Oh well, yeah, Pod, he even got the cat throw dive out of that. But yeah, Stone Cage will lose a bit of time. 3 seconds. Yeah, I think Stone Cage is probably a good call then. If you're not very confident with doing the cage moon, then yeah, backing it up with a different moon is always nice. But yeah, Cry did mess up the movement and died, so but yeah. So yeah, we're about to enter like one of the most RNG parts of the run. Which is this Wiggler boss fight. You can really get bad RNG here and get hacked by the game. Because I think there's like 16 patterns that you can get, and only like 3 of them are like good. So, you know. Yeah, Hardcore's having much better movement there. Okay, Cry's not getting a really good pattern. You don't really want the Wiggler to loop over itself like that, but because of the way he played it out, he dealt with it quite well. And the reason why you don't want the Wiggler to loop over itself is because the hitboxes are terrible, and some of them like don't get hit when you like try to hit them. So yeah, you don't want those. But yeah, like I said, played it out pretty well. Not the best pattern in the world. Okay, 27:36. Night Metro exit. As Harkos? Yeah, as Harkos should be saving some time, because Night Metro as a whole only takes like 3 minutes, and 1x, 2x is a good time usually, and it won't take 2 minutes for him to fight the Wiggler, I don't think. So yeah. Now he's doing Scoop Clip. Scoop Clip is good. He's doing the setup, and he's missed it. You can get this clip with a number of backups. Yeah, like that one. But the best kind is like getting drive-by, where you have no setup at all. So yeah, taking a bit of time now. I'd say that's a better pattern. Kind of. But yeah, again, not brilliant and not fantastic. Yeah, as Harkos is like a minute or so behind now. So they've caught up quite a lot in this section of the race. Cry bunking on the crates. Oh, and he's doing bullet building route. So for those of you who don't know, there's 2 routes in Metro that you can do. Well, 3 if you're really boomer. There's quote unquote new musicians route, or early musicians route, or bullet building. Bullet building saves about 3 seconds. I probably just lost those 3 seconds by bonking and grabbing on that pole. But yeah, bullet building is way riskier because of this room. It's awful. It works on cycles. The pole physics are bad. No one likes it. Yo, it's Harkos got drive-by! Yeah, that's it. Yo, try actually getting the really cool insta-capture there. So, Yeah, not a bad bullet building for Cry at all. As Harkos is missing that dram. I'm missing it. Okay. Not the greatest metro by either of them. But yeah, there's a lot that happens in Metro. I'd say you're kind of out of the harder bits after you've done bullet building, because the rest of it is it's not free, but it's not incredibly difficult movement. I say as Cry is bonking. But yeah, this part of Metro isn't incredibly awful. So yeah, as Harkos also going for that bullet building route. Bryce, please stop making. No, okay, never mind. All right, okay. Can we stop proving the commentator right, please? So Asakos is losing time because he didn't get slots first try, and Cry is losing time because he must have dropped an input or something. So this is going great. Again, not the greatest Metro by either of them by any stretch of the imagination. Could have gone way worse. Way worse. I promise you. Yeah, okay. As Hako was having a good bullet building as well, it was just the other part that messed him. Cry, please! Get the move. Okay. I'm never gonna say after bullet building, it's alright. No. You had to do it. Alright. We're gonna be entering the Snow Kingdom. I don't really like the Snow Kingdom. It's just boring. There's not any cool strats really, apart from Snowdrum. That's it. There's like no really cool stuff that you can do. It's just really basic. But yeah. Gonna see a Toad. Toad's pretty cool. He's just chilling. We gotta rescue him from suffocation in the snow. Alright. That was okay. So I believe like a really good entrance is a 104. So that probably wasn't a 104. But you know. It's okay. I'll do. Okay. Okay. Well, Troy losing some time there. By falling off. Okay. Here's a meme flip as well that you can use to flip through the wall. Actually looks really good. Yeah. Wing clip saves like a second, but it looks cool. It's also a really useful meme flip in the category darker side, because it's way better than a roll cancel clip. No one likes those either. There's not a lot of things that people like in this game, I'm realizing from my commentary. But yeah, that meme clip is pretty cool. It's not really something you expect people to go for, but yeah. And I know that Cry has done a lot of darker sides, so he's probably doing it for practice. Alright. It's Harkos. Kinda close. Tate's notes. Everyone hates everything about Esmo. I mean, if you've ever seen like a world record run, there's a lot of things that can go wrong and a lot of things that end runs for like no reason. So yeah, there's a lot of things. To be fair, I think there's a lot of top runners in every speed game that must take certain tricks because they're just so awful. Things just go wrong that shouldn't go wrong in SMO. Yeah, we're talking about the speed game that has Dino Skip Skip and Cascade. Like, do you really want to reset that much? I wouldn't. Alright, so Trey's gonna show off a trick called Snow Jump Flowers. It can save a lot of time, like 15 seconds, but if you miss it once, I believe it's like 20 seconds per attempt. It loses so much time if you don't get it. So I hope he gets it. That'd be pretty pog. Alright. Getting a little setup here. Okay. Okay. That was spooky, but he got it. Yeah, okay, fine. Good snow, hypers. Alright, let's see this exit. If I was a good commentator, I could tell you from the glow, but I am not a good commentator. 37:23, late 23. So yeah, I'll try to keep that in mind. As a C as Harkos. Yeah, as Harkos will also attempt Snowdrum here. It actually looks harder than it is. No, it looks easier than it is. It's pretty difficult. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Seaside looks pretty easy, but it's really difficult to optimize. Okay, yeah, okay, fine. Seaside has a lot of lines that you take tightly to save time. So it can be really hard to get your time save here sometimes. If you just take it easy, then it should be okay. Alright, what's this? Save 36 so far. Oh. Oh, he's gained a lot of time. Gained a lot of time. Okay. He still has quite a bit to catch up though. But they're pretty close right now, okay. Luncheon is probably gonna be one of the biggest determinants of this race. Probably along with Bowser's as well. You can have a really bad Bowser's. But yeah, like I said, Seaside. It's a pretty chill kingdom, but you don't really want to be losing time. Just because it's pretty optimized, so you know. So yeah, Trey's now gonna do a clip called Fish Clip. This is actually probably one of the most simplest clips in the game. I say as he messes up. So you want to boost the Cheep Cheep in a specific way, and then uncapture it, and then capture it again, and you can boost it again over the border. and that allows you to flip the fish out of bounds. It's pretty easy to set up, but yeah, as Try just showed, you can mess it up. And you can also clip back in bounds. But yeah, Cry is leaving now. But yeah, Cry should be like just a minute ahead now. So as Harkos has gained like a minute in this entire race. I don't want to say as Harkos can't keep up, because like I said before, Cry can lose a lot of time in Luncheon and Bowser's. Okay, that was speaking from as Harkos then. But yeah, gets it first try. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I think Cry does Salt Triple. Salt Triple's a pretty difficult trick to do. Yeah, okay, gets it first try. Yeah, so Salt Triple. And then do a triple jump. Okay. So it's like, it can be hard to get sometimes. Yeah, this fight that Cry's in right now, fighting Spirit, is pretty simple. Probably the easiest boss in the game. Just because his cycles are just so free. People tend to argue whether or not Spirit is the easiest, or whether Topper is the easiest. But I think because Topper kind of gets an upgrade in the Bowser Kingdom, and Spirit kind of remains the same. As Harkos, get out of there. Oh my god. You do not want to die. It actually loses a lot of time in Luncheon, because you have to redo the long movement. Okay. That's also really scary coming out of that sub-area. And they're also showing off how annoying the geometry is sometimes. The geometry and hitboxes are pretty whack in Luncheon. Nintendo did a very good job. That is sarcasm. But yeah, like as Hart has shown us, Spirit not a problem at all. But yeah. Yeah, try doing the regular long jumps to get to the salt pile. Nowadays a lot of people are skipping that long jump and getting momentum with the spin pound roll, and then doing a single jump, and it's pretty cool to see. Cry takes a bonking fox, which might mess up his cycles. Okay, it wasn't that bad. It like when you mess up the cycles, it can be pretty devastating. But yeah, some things can go wrong in Fox, but it's pretty okay. Runners have been doing Fox for ages now, so. Okay, let's see what. Oh, he's doing a A backflip Girani bounce. That's interesting. Cry. What? Why did you do that? That was unnecessary. Time loss there. Okay. Okay, at least the cheese wasn't that bad. Never mind, he bumped. Okay, I'll stop saying things. Okay, okay, alright. You've made your point. Losing quite a bit there, unfortunately. Probably lost more than as Harkos's mistake before Spew. Look, I know I'm cursing the runners, okay? It's what makes the commentary interesting. Yeah, see, as Harkos did the spin pound Girani bounce instead of the backflip. It's probably due to preference. I personally think it's easier to get height with ground pounding or spin pounding, but I have no evidence to back this up, so yeah, see, as Harkos getting a much better cheese movement there. And Cry gonna show us the easiest multi-moon in the game. Yep, it's that easy. Yeah. So, I don't think I've ever seen a runner kill a run there. It's... yeah. But yeah, he should be out of luncheon now. And as Harkos is, again, not that far behind. Gotten pretty close with this luncheon. If he didn't make that, like, mistake at the start... Okay, nearly commenting to cursing again. If he didn't make that mistake at the start, this would have been pretty tied, honestly. Like, as Harkos can, like, overtake Cry any time now. Like I said, it's most likely to happen in Bowser's. Because there's different moves that you can do in Bowser's. You can do Bird Drum instead of Crate, and that loses a bit of time. Not much, but it's still a time save. You can do different charge strats. And Bowser's is just really difficult with all the movement and the bosses as well, like mechs and bunnies. You can lose a lot of time, so this is anyone's race. But yeah, try going into the Ruined Kingdom, and so is as Harkos. So I just like to take this time to shout out the runners, obviously as Harkos and Cry. Make sure you give them a big follow. Make sure you also follow everyone else from the teams who have participated in today's relay. It's been an interesting like matchup so far. So yeah, please make sure that you follow the runners, and also make sure you hit up the commentators as well. People before me, Wilzo and Jeff. Very interesting, very interesting commentary as well. So yeah, just make sure you give everyone some love and some follows. And yeah, just shout outs to Doge, I guess. Rolls eyes for setting up this tournament. It's been really cool so far. Yeah, and thank you to SpeedGaming for hosting it. So yeah. Enjoy the rest of the race. Rolls eyes. Yawn, Doge shy. Yeah, Ruin's pretty boring. There's never anything that happens in it. Doge died in Ruined? No way. No one's ever died in Ruined. I refuse to believe it. So there's a dragon phase between them. I died in Ruins once. Undertale Ruins. I died in Ruins in a tournament race and still won. No way, I don't believe this. Alright, try globing. Right, we're in the end game, everyone. Looking like if he gets like a 30-minute BM, it's probably there's no way he's gonna get a 30-minute BM, I don't think. Let's say 105 question mark pace. Yeah. And I'll go with 105 and be wrong if it's a 104. So not too awful playing a minute or two off PB. Yeah, 104 pace at least, if not 105. Hey, try's not doing Birdrum. Probably just gonna do crates. Okay. On King, as Harkus can save time if he does this right. Pause chant. If he gets a Tarum. No one can get a 1225. It's patched, okay? Alright. Ogre? Hey, that was a good Ogre kill. But he did bonk. So not that good, but it was nice. Man, this is so close. I can get a 1235. I'd like to see this 1235 PM. Oh, it's Hartos does Birdram. Who knew? I didn't know. I think Birdram loses like 4 over crates. Alright, try doing shards. Messed it up. This is all time save for as Hartos here. Man, I so want to kind of see it as Hartos come back. That'd be so cool. The final race decided in the final match. That'd be so epic. Okay, I'll stop talking about it. Yeah, okay shards apart from the second shard. A lot of people do mess up that I believe it's called a dive bat. And Cappy doesn't home in properly. So yeah. Meanwhile, as Hartos is about to do his own shards. Let's see if he saves time. Yep, okay, that was pretty much closer to the shards. Try not doing Bowser Drum, so another potential time save for as Hartos here. Okay, how did this work? Bowser Drum saves like 3, maybe. Probably not 3 actually. I think it saves like 2 at least. I don't know. Cry's doing top of first. Disqualify him this second. I don't want to see this. Alright. Hartos, you gotta win now. He's doing top of first. Please, as Hartos, do Harriet. we win the Harriet first gang. Yo, he's doing Bowser Drum. Yo, optimal. Let's go. Bowser Drum's so cool. It's great. Yo, he got it. Okay, here's Harriet. Harriet's difficult. You kind of stand in specific spots to manipulate her. Okay, disqualify them both. I hate this. Who does topper first? No one. Okay, yeah. Harriet, you basically try to manipulate her steps. And then try to move Harriet in a specific way. So that you can throw the bombs back at her pretty well. Mitch SMO? Who? Alright. This is pretty close. Cry actually had a pretty nice bunnies fight. The only thing that went wrong in that bunny split was the second shard grab. Yeah, we have to restart the race until people do Harriet first. Okay, so the mech split, pretty risky and scary, no matter what level you're at. Can be a run killer for anyone. Crates is hard because you have to do what I just did, and there's also a blind jump immediately after this, and the you can get hit by the fence hitbox if you're not careful. And the camera's terrible. So, okay, try not capturing the Tokyo as fast as he would like. Okay. Yeah. So needs to go up here and fight the Mecha Brutal Monka S. So this will be the decider pretty much. Unless they really mess up Moon, this is probably the decider. If he messes, no, that's a good climb. If he falls off, that's pretty terrible. Good for his tapas, but pretty horrible. Okay. You can also flip through mech whilst crouching on it, because this game sucks and Nintendo hates you. Okay, as Harkos doing the climb. Okay, yeah, okay, alright. Target acquired. I don't like this camera. Okay, that was scary. Okay, this is fine. That was spooky. Oh my god. Did you see his your camera isn't meant to be like that, I swear. Why did he do that camera? I'm upset. that was pretty Monka-esque. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, Trey nearly failed, but he didn't. Okay, as Harkos? Okay. Both of them got it. This is close. Okay. Like, we started off this SMO race with them being 2 minutes apart. They are now like a multi-moon grab apart. This is close. As Harkos has got to pull out some crazy stuff for Moon. I think Prey can miss like 1 Bowser hat. This is close. Like Moon is I don't know what I'm trying to say. Moon, you have vectors, and as Harkos has 5 seconds on Cry. Oh, that's super close. Yeah, you have Moon vectors, and if they go well, you save time. You've got 2D skip, you got pillars. I'm ahead on my screen because Monka S. No spoilers, weird champ. 30 seconds. Thanks, Mitch. Mitch with the, you know, is that when the globe cutscene? Yeah, that makes sense. Mitch with the game knowledge. That's what I was trying to say. Alright. I'm not saying Cry should lose 30 seconds, but theoretically, if he did. Okay, these vectors look good. These look good. Okay, ideally you don't want to cap through there. Well, you don't want to dive really. You see Mitch SMO and Taryn 18 Hog. They just kind of want to land without the dive. Because diving is slow in the Moon Kingdom. Fun fact. Okay, that's skiffed. Okay. Alright, yep, okay, fine. Bias? No, guys. I like both these runners. I know them, okay? I'm just saying, if there was a comeback, it'd be really hype and cool, okay? Leave me alone. Okay, that's Haka's also gonna do. Try losing time due to the cutscene. Yeah, try throw for the content, please. We want to see the content. Oh, he nearly threw actually. Oh my! Did you see how close Bowser was to jumping there? Okay, it wasn't that close, but that was pretty scary. That was spooky as heck. All right, chat. This is the final showdown. This is it. You also do the fast stats from Cloud. If you remember early in the run, I was talking about fast stats. You do fast stats here, except it saves more time because there's more hacks, if that makes sense. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright, this is fine. No one panic. Just a side note, the hitbox for this flamethrower is very small. It's like 1 pixel wide. If you get burned by it, you're bad at the game. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I can't believe Fry isn't throwing so we can see his hardcore capture in the final split. I'm bad at the game. It's sad. I'm gonna get hit by it. Well, Mitch, you're bad. Tyron beat your world record, bitch. I'm joking, by the way. I like Mitch very much. Smile. Who? Exactly, who's Tyrone? That's also a joke. I also like Tyrone. I'm just here for the comedy. Don't you feel savage? Listen, I needed to mention Tyrone 18 at least once and the new dual record, okay? You know, if it's Outcast gets like a 2-minute escape, that'll be a 102.17. That'd be pretty solid. That's like 1 minute off his PB. That's pretty good. Before a race. Alright, try 2D skip. Okay. 2D skip. Scary. Scary, scary. Okay. So, the only thing that can go wrong is pillars. Yeah, did you guys know that was the new Super Mario Odyssey world record? I can't even say it seriously, I'm sorry. Yeah, this looks like a mid 104 pace would try. If he doesn't die. If he doesn't die, okay? Did that even work? I can only tell if early pillar works by hearing it happen. I think it worked. No, he didn't get early pillar. Wonka ass, okay. I don't think as Harkus can save that much time with early pillar. There's no way. Try's got it. Yeah, okay. It didn't, yeah. But thanks, Mitch. Yeah, GG's to try. That was a bold race. We didn't get the race that we wanted, but we got the race that we needed. That was close. That only a few measly seconds between them. Some say 30 seconds. All right. What a run. I don't know if we're doing interviews. Please someone tell me if we're having interviews. But yeah, GG's to Team SeriousSloth for taking the win. The lost step was 30 seconds. No. I forgot that happened. Oh man. Alright. Let's go, team SeriousSloth. Yo, we got people in for interviews. Okay, we got SB, we got Snorsh. I don't know either. Alright. If we can throw some invites to the runners. Okay, I think did SB do Sunshine? Because if so, we've got one person from every single race. Someone add up the times. Yeah, quick, add it. Do the retime. All right. Alright. So 52, 42, 17, 102. 3 hours? Oh, you added. Uh-oh. 4 seconds, Despin? Monka ass. No, wait, that's actually really bad if it's 4 seconds. No, don't say it's 4 seconds. Don't. Please don't do it. Does that might mean that Azharkas wins? Question mark. Chat. Hold. I need the results. By the way, if you're hearing me and you're in the VC, you can just join. Yeah, is that Mitch? DSCA offset? Monka S. I stopped my timer like a second late. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. This is fine. Can we get an official Doge cyanide added up so we can confirm on who's the winner? Peepo hug. Give time. I'm pausing. Gonna free count? Yeah. Get up, Sony Vegas. For 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 31 seconds. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. What's the other one? And that isn't including the 1 second late or the DSCA offset. Uh-oh. Okay. My second count was off. Chat holds me. I need to declare winner. We won by some Doge. Actually, Mitch, I think Azharkos is adding 5. Oh wait, is Azharkos minusing 5 or adding 5? I assume it's -5 for Azharkos, because I think he does. It's -5, isn't it? Yeah. I think that'll be like 9, if this is true. Monka S. 9? I can't maths either.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
We got everyone in VC now, apart from Crow. Alright.
He takes a while.
Yeah. Sorry, let me just answer Despin's message. So, DSDA factors in here because Try would have used a different offset. And because the way that we've worked this tournament, we didn't, like, use it in the timers, I believe. So yeah, it would affect the live split timers. But yeah, welcome everyone. GG's on the race. It's
GG's. I'm
super
not quite
close,
sure who won.
as you can tell. I don't know who's won.
Wait,
So just
USDA, if you start at -5, I mean, the end time will still be the same, right?
Yes, I did -5. But if you're adding up the times, then it's the same anyways. But you were -5 as well, right?
I had -10, but yeah,
Okay.
I think they added up the live split times, like the final times.
yeah. Alright, okay. So I'm going with Doja's official saying in chat. Team Rimato, aka Unclog Lamento Block. Great name, by the way. 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 31 seconds. So that's pretty pod. So is it a win?
I think
Oh
so.
my
I
God.
think that's what we're saying.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go, team. I'm the only one in here from my team.
That's crazy.
What? I was so sure that we lost.
Man, that was the closest SMO race I've ever seen. Like I saw both Cry and you. You died near the start, and Cry died at. So yeah.
We both had a lost.
Yeah, we both had a loss. For sure.
We both lost. Unfortunately, I don't really know much about the other matches. What were people saying in chat? How close were the other matches?
I
Hey,
think it
Dwarf.
was about a minute different for
Hey,
SML.
Charles.
What's up, Dwarf?
Hey, welcome.
Hey, thanks. Sorry, I didn't see the DM.
That's okay. So as I understand it, SM64 was like 30 seconds apart, and Sunshine was a minute and 30 seconds off, roughly. So yeah, this has been really close, and then SMO was about 2 minutes difference. So yeah, that was a super close race. So yeah, GG to all of you. And yeah, Doji's confirming that Team Rimato is winning, which is really cool for them.
Wow.
Really unfortunate for
insane.
SeriousSloth.
That's nuts. That
AZ
race is
actually-
crazy.
AZ actually
Yeah.
clutching it out there.
And I
Yeah.
basically gave up after Meg. I thought there's no way I can still catch up.
Never give up. Don't
Yeah.
let your dreams be dreams.
I also kind of forgot that we weren't doing RTA, so that it might be a different outcome. Didn't think about it at all.
Yeah. It's actually crazy how close this was. I'm actually really glad I could commentate.
What was that?
Yeah, I thought this was RTA, and it just seems a little
Alright.
stuck in my opinion, but
Alright. So what were everyone's thoughts on the race? I'll start with the SM64 runners, if that's okay.
Who wants to go first? Dwarf, you want to go first? Or...
I mean, you can go first. You beat me.
Yeah, so I played pretty much like pretty flawlessly up until like TTC, and then I had 1 star that I couldn't get, and I took a purposeful death to try and reset it and still couldn't get the star. So I was like, I lost a minute and a half in TTC, and then yeah, besides that, it was like nothing really huge. I was playing pretty well.
Fair enough. Yeah, a 50, like, because both of you got 52-minute times, which are pretty solid for SM64.
Yeah, I think mine was just huge time loss everywhere. I think
you had a couple deaths. Never.
Yeah, I had 2 deaths. I don't know what I did in Wet Dry 100, but I think I just like threw myself off the last secret like platform. Can't even remember, but I think in Tippy, I've done a lot of Tippy RTA recently, so I just like clutched out Tippy pretty much and just knew what I had to do there. So it was horrible beginning, horrible mid, and then like a decent Tippy at the end. So
yeah, really clutched it out, kept it like close still.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So GGs to both of you on that race. SB and SMS. What? How was that for you?
The beginning was really, really bad. I was like messing up, and I lost like I think like 25 seconds or something.
Right.
But then I got some like decent RNG and kind of brought it back, and then I kind of stopped messing up toward the end. So it was overall okay. Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, we take okay runs.
Yeah, it was like a minute and 10, minute and 15 off my PB, so it was fine.
Yeah, that's fine for a race.
Yeah.
GGs for that. Alright, now we got Tarkus and Cry, hopefully.
Yeah, I think we probably had the most balanced race. We were both like a minute off PB, even though we had very
40
obvious
seconds,
mistakes. 40 seconds, okay.
Yeah.
It's a good run.
It's pretty bad. Just my PB sucks, so.
Yeah, I guess. You probably are a lot faster now than you used to be.
Yeah, I mean, there's PB, it's from last week, but I beat a PB from a year ago by like 5 seconds in it, so
yeah,
it's not great. But yeah,
my early game was bad,
okay
but
run.
my second half was really good.
The thing that happened to me in Sander, though, that's never happened to me ever. I just went into the pipe.
I can't remember what happened anymore. I just remember something happening.
I hit the bird and then
you went in the pipe. That was awful.
And then lost.
Yeah. As
I
Hardboss
lost
failed
37 and lost.
I think about 25 myself.
Yeah, and Lost was just rude to everyone because you both died. But I mean, other than that, I mean, it was just like small mistakes, I guess. Like there wasn't anything like awful, you know? Like it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, only
the
loss
bad.
left for me. I just checked and I only lost 3 seconds to PB from Metro onwards. So that was great.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, sounds like everyone's had a good race today, which is an important thing, you know. Smile. all that matters is that we had fun. One of those sports days, you get a merit awards. You participated. But yeah, thank you all again for racing. It's been really fun.
Of course. Thanks for hosting and commentating.
Yeah. Great job.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for the circumstances, guys. It's pretty disappointing.
Yeah. It's the way it goes. I'm just kind of hyped that it was such a close race. Being a 3-hour like relay.
Yeah.
It's pretty nuts. That came to a couple seconds.
Yeah, that's insane.
Alright, if that's everything, does anyone have anything else to say?
Nope. GG.
Nope. Don't think so.
GG.
GG.
Alright, well, yeah, thank you everyone for watching. This has been a great race. I believe there's another one coming up, between Mitch and Team Ouija at 5 PM EST. So yeah, make sure you don't miss it. It's gonna be a really good match with some big name runners in there. So yeah, make sure to tune into that one. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.
See ya, everybody.
See you guys.
Uh,
Peace.